tonight. Here's your ACC player of the year, Williamson. LaRavia, tough shot, off the mark. Good D early on from Texas A&M.
That's what you'd expect. They hang there.
Williams, skip pass.
A little better. Yep, that's better.
In the corners, LaRavia, short. Tries to get his own rebound, and they're going to call a...
That the last 10 games of your season matters. Now, the committee doesn't look at that anymore. Nice pass. That's goaltending. LaRavia finally gets on the board. But John,
basically, what does Wake Forest have to do to become make this lead manageable?
Get it below 10 before the 5-minute mark. And that's not a good way to start.
It happened. Oh, at the rim. Oh, Bassick, he can't finish.
Never leave the court without your towel.
LaRavia, nice. Laying it up.
Yep. Man, I feel
just
bad.
His second bucket of the game. He's got 4. Jackson blocked. Musius with the denial. LaRavia on the breakout. Triple team. Steele gets it to go.
Good footwork by Jake LaRavia, and a timeout here. Scoring.
Taylor letting it go.
Yep.
Wake Forest trying to get something going on the breakout. LaRavia rolling off the rim. I mean, that's kind of been. LaRavia, check by Holden. Turnaround shot is in from Jake LaRavia.
Well, team, but Wake, one of the better defensive rebounding teams in the ACC, so that's something to watch here tonight.
LaRavia a little too strong, gets his own miss though. And he has turned things around significantly. They won 23 games overall. As down low, LaRavia catches the pass from Williams, slams it home, timeout call, Townsend.
Team last year, and they would have gone his junior year as well, but now a chance with the ball in his hands, and that's why he came here. And he's been a good fit for Steve Forbes, and Steve Forbes and Wake's been good for him. Tail those as you close out the half, or this thing could get away from him.
LaRavia banks one in. So things not working out well so far for the closing stages of the first half. Derek Jones and Brendan Manzer with you tonight. LaRavia, long three is good.
And then, so that's 2 possessions where Townsend, the turnover that let go through their hands, and then that miss right there on the chart. Here's another one. You got to convert these at some point.
Monsanto with a feed, open. LaRavia three, no good. The follow.
by Quentin Post. When he got the ball in the post, had one-on-one coverage, the first thing he did was look middle, see if there was a double coming, and realized he could take his time, had poise in the post. That was a great play by Quentin Post. Williams working off of it with DeMar Langford guarding him, and that's a good matchup. Langford, athletic, can stay in front.
LaRavia's second team All-ACC, and he scores for the first. They're also a balanced team offensively as Bickerstaff sits. Kanye Jones, a freshman from Orlando, number 4, is into the game. Langford off to Post, and Musius down with a loose ball.
Got to finish that. That's one where you go to the left hand, kiss it off the glass. Good cut.
You're taking every opening you're getting today. You're even creating openings where none exist.
That's an old Bill Raftery line. Whenever another play-by-play person is mentioned, it must be great to work with a real pro. The ball handler foul on Musius there.
Missed opportunity there for the Eagles, though. Missing the front end as we go into the final minute of the half.
Great cut.
It's really hard when you're taking it out of the net. They're shooting over 50%. We've got to get stops and run. He said the other thing he's disappointed in, we've got to hang in there more with their physicality at the rim. And that's one way to get off to a good start.
A 3 on the season, 8 for 29 to make it now 9 for 30 shooting the 3-ball.
But he is an inside-out player. We talked about it in the first half. And although he's not shooting a great percentage.
And talk to the team, but Karnick taking his opportunity.
Sitting on the bench with 3 fouls, but still trying to help out his team. Walton did get fouled on that last play before the timeout. Missed the free throw. Deflected. LaRavia corrals it for Wake.
BC credit. This team plays hard. They are not an easy out.
Good matchup, LaRavia and Bickerstaff. And LaRavia. Karnick for Post for BC. LaRavia again isolated with Bickerstaff. On LaRavia. Monsanto has to pick up his dribble. He needs some help.
What a pass.
LaRavia from Indiana State. Yes, Larry Bird. Larry Bird made a lot of threes. LaRavia missed that one.
Interesting, your defender fought everybody in the lineup.
Well said, Mike. It is senior night, ceremony before the game. And this man was included as well for scoring 1,000 points. He's not a senior. He'll be back again. Good look at Coach Keats. Extremely positive this morning at the shoot-around. LaRavia. And that little hook shot. I mean, 7 steals and their opposition only getting 5, but completely the opposite. As LaRavia is blocked, Helms will push it the other way. Good job by Helms to switch the dribble. Shot clock at 10. LaRavia for 3. Back to the rim and rebound by NC State, pulled down by Marcel. Take the ball down, went right up with it.
Well, that's the thing. It's 6'7". He doesn't weigh a whole lot, and he's just.
Oh! Hello!
I guess the ankle is doing okay.
They're trying to get Jake LaRavia going. He struggled against Clemson, 1 of 10, but knocks that one down. That's exactly what they've needed. So much has changed since then, including their head coach. It's tough to take a lot away from that game, other than confidence from the guys that you've beaten this team. The Cardinals this season, which is unheard of. LaRavia hard to the hole, everything but the finish. Forrest. Steal the score. Mason Faulkner coming off the bench to make that bucket. LaRavia dribbles out of a double team, fading away, and he hits it. Jake LaRavia, much needed bucket for Wake Forest.
Great patience by Wake. That and it's Louisville points in the paint. That's been the difference and why they are hanging around in this game.
LaRavia fading away, misfires.
Louisville has the rebound. He's the 5th different Demon Deacon with a made 3 tonight. Look out! LaRavia hammers it home. 8. Go along with LaRavia's 23 after that made basket.
For Wake Forest to match up against, with the 3 turnovers so far we told you about in these first 4+ minutes. LaRavia, no. Offensive rebound, Hadim Cian off the bench. LaRavia couldn't pay it off. Williams pries it away from Hunter. LaRavia missed it off the glass and got his own miss. And then he's fouled by Ben Middlebrooks. LaRavia hoists. And the rebound to Shefflin. And it's 2 of 9 from 3 for Wake Forest.
Thing down, work some shot clock, make Wake work on defense, and then they are getting some high percentage shots at the end.
Another miss for Wake from deep from Jake LaRavia. And they will decide who's hotter. Kihei Clark, 6 threes in the first half for Virginia in Charlottesville at last check, or Damari Monsanto. A bucket at the rim, and Wake makes this a 2-point game. Monsanto comes to get it. LaRavia wants it. Force all the way out toward the logo. He's got a hoist. Bangs it off the backboard. Hunter goes down. Wake Forest has not led in this game. LaRavia can't change that. How about the dime from the freshman big man, Ian Shefflin? Clemson by 3. LaRavia can't finish. Walton. LaRavia back out Williamson. Offensive rebound. LaRavia denied. Wake Forest has it. It's a play that Wake has run all season. That back cut from LaRavia, and on the fall away, it's a 4-point game. LaRavia answers right back. You said it, Huck. LaRavia spinning away from a double. 5-point game, timeout, Wake.
Lost 2 in a row at Duke on Tuesday and home against Miami in their most recent home game. Off the glass and good, LaRavia.
And that's a tough matchup right there. Cormac Ryan undersized.
Wins in school history of 467.
See Notre Dame in the zone. They're going to try to stop that, but LaRavia gets behind the zone for the lob.
4% on the season and coming up empty in that most recent trip. That's LaRavia. He'll go to the line for the Deeks.
To get going, it's a good start.
Goodwin, conversely, a bad start. He's missed 2 threes. LaRavia had it knocked away.
Cormac Ryan.
LaRavia has provided most of the scoring for Wake so far. Now he wants a 3-pointer. Walton offensive glass over top of Leshesky. LaRavia moving well with. These teams haven't met since the ACC tournament from a season ago in Greensboro. First round win on the last second shot for the Irish. That's LaRavia. He's got double digits now.
Hands if the Wake continues to probe the interior.
LaRavia hunting his shot and points. Missed the shot. Wow, he faked against 2 defenders. The roll wasn't there this time. LaRavia, his first points of the second half.
Leshevsky mistimes the jump and yet another.
Of locking down, but they also have playmakers. And Reese, I love offense, so I'm always favoring the offense in that matchup.
There's an offensive guy, and that is something Forbes wants him to do more. Jake LaRavia.
Look at the ball pressure, 1 pass away. You're going to have to put it on the floor and make some plays.
LaRavia, a lot of contact there. Van Carrot is sort of now at came that John Shire would be the choice. And John's a really bright young coach who's done a phenomenal job recruiting for the Blue Devils. He's done a good job in a couple of opportunities to run the show. Staff Blue Devils have played very well. Deem C with the rebound. Demon Deacons trying to keep it close. Transition for Jake LaRavia. That's what they need.
So a quick three, a long rebound.
LaRavia on the push. C gets Williams in the air. And then back to LaRavia, who has 2 buckets in a row. And Wake Forest back within single digits. LaRavia with 7. Trying to get a couple of cheap ones and work their way into foul trouble. That is a good inbound pass. LaRavia for 3. Excellent. Side out of bounds, playing a great way to stem the tide. Just to
win. I think he ought to try to draw some help and make a play for someone else.
Jake LaRavia for 3. Wake Forest, good job passing ball in the first half. 4 of those coming in the first half when he was scoreless. There's LaRavia going to work, can't get it. And Johnny Keels were fighting for the rebound. The way to push 3, no good. He'll chase it down and save it to LaRavia, who has a look. The lead is down to 6. A 9-0 run for the Demon Deacons.
It's LaRavia urging his teammates. Let's pick it up defensively. This is where you look to go backdoor.
How about the move by LaRavia along the baseline against one of the best primary defenders in the country in Wendell Moore. Jake LaRavia with 19 points, working on Bancaro, working on a whole bunch of Blue Devils. Hadim C with the foul, and C gets fouled on his way up.
Steve,
turn it over there. LaRavia the spin over the top. It won't go, but the tip out. Walton for 3. Another opportunity. Here's Williams.
Couple shots for Miami that haven't hit the rim.
LaRavia going baseline, beats Wardenberg, and then gets stuffed by the 10.
Yeah, the rim was
turned away. We're expecting some pace today. Meanwhile, McGusty a little shaken up behind the play. Deacons with numbers. LaRavia cashes in. There are like 15 guys in the top 100 recruiting rankings that were traded this past Thursday in the NBA, and Cam's still scoring 17 a game in college as LaRavia takes it strong.
You know, to keep that injury warm and loose, but looked very good on that play.
Right leg injury, no worse for wear. LaRavia too strong. C in the offensive glass in traffic, puts it in.
Wardenberg now 2 of 6 from the line.
Oh, Williams thought he gave it away. Somehow he keeps it alive and finds LaRavia. LaRavia shakes off the defender, missed the shot, rebound from Miami's Jordan Miller.
Had a clean look because
together, then it's going to be a tough night for them all, and they need other players to step up if that is the case. A nice take on the right side. LaRavia, but can't connect.
Wolfpack was in a man-to-man. NC State with a little token pressure here.
LaRavia trying to see if he can get something at the rim. Nice look, just can't connect. It's Fabian Smith. A lot of contact, nothing called, so the play goes on. Wake Forest trying to see if they have numbers in transition.
Oh, what a pass! And that's Alongus Williams. he has developed a little bit of a post move in there. You know, they don't need him to score 20 points a game, but they need him to be a factor.
Especially on the defensive end. That's where Manny Bates' presence has missed the most. LaRavia just moving it around the perimeter. NC State doing a good job so far in the last possessions, keeping Wake Forest out of the paint. So Helms picks up his 3rd personal foul. Datwood Williams gets back for the Deacons. Lucius has been struggling from outside as of late.
He's been short. He made his first couple, but he has been short, sometimes way short.
Helms didn't like his look from the outside.
Basket, and the only offense they've had in the second half has basically been Darion Seablum.
That bucket by LaRavia. That gets a perfect 10 for me.
But now, that ball.
Floor well, it needs to be closer to the basket.
LaRavia's got the size, overpowers the double team and goes glass.
Yeah, he's got that ability. You put a smaller right in the target zone for the Storm.
LaRavia in a swarm. Oh, the height from Florida State. Good to see Tenor Ngon back in the game, Mike.
That whole right side of the floor. Nice job cutting off the drive, but he hit a tough jumper.
Prieto shows up to stop ball. LaRavia gets his own miss. Hits Williams down the lane. Understandable.
Oh, absolutely. And he's playing hard his minutes out there.
LaRavia, strong take. Deacons by 6.
Well, we touched on it earlier. This is a team that likes this thing is taping over, stopping it. Maybe during a timeout.
That's great. LaRavia for 3.
Now the three-point shot starting to wake up.
Trying to make his mark and get that honor. Florida State, despite all their recent success, as LaRavia gets 2 more inside, the Seminoles have not had a first team all.
A lot of fun for the fans, and that's what it's all about.
Hey, George, we appreciate you joining us for a few minutes. We'll let you go back and enjoy the rest of this special day. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Jake LaRavia with an impressive finish there as the Deacons reassert themselves back up by 7. And here's LaRavia with a steal and the stuff.
They're going to get a timeout on that turnover. Out there, he can't remember last time he started 2 freshmen out on the floor. He's got 2 freshmen in Prieto who probably plays like one.
LaRavia with another strong take through the trees.
They needed that second.
Extra pass from Monsanto. Comes up short. Rebound LaRavia, his 9th. Scoops it up, no. Tip, no. The battle continues here at the Tucker Center.
Trailing only Duke, Pittsburgh struggles, to put it kindly, on offense. They are the worst field goal shooting team and the worst scoring team, and the first shot of the night on the way of the transfer. Jake LaRavia is on the board.
Here's the thing, Reese, for Wake Forest, they've got to play in space, and they're so good at attacking, kicking, sharing the basketball. We've seen 3 triples to start the game. And
several months after he got the job, it was mid to late July. Couldn't go through the summer as he normally does. So they had a real get-right program as LaRavia knocks down his 3rd 3 of the hugely off the board, and Wake Forest with a 12-point lead in the ball. Split gets by, kick to the corner, LaRavia. Offensively, it always delivers. Lucius tried to deliver another 3. LaRavia with the offensive rebound. LaRavia started this game hot from 3. Jake has now hit his 4th country, but particularly on the campus where she influenced so many lives.
she taught to empower others, to give them the voice and the strength and the courage. And anybody who's ever read any of her...
To blame him. It's been a frustrating night, not only for his team, him personally. Picked up his first foul. LaRavia, thank you very much. Lead back to 21.
Now Pittsburgh's got a little confidence.
See a little bounce in the step. Akil Horton, who's a dangerous scorer, is in the lineup. LaRavia playing with 3 fouls. He's really shot it well. Music second half, candidly, probably way too little, way too late. Last 3.5 minutes. LaRavia misses.
Already for Coach Boeheim with Benny Williams, the freshman there. LaRavia wheels around and can't finish it, but Williams taps home the miss.
Yeah, that's been a problem for Syracuse. Londis Williams off a couple of screens and didn't hesitate. Pulled the trigger immediately when he caught it.
You see Monsanto's checked in for Wake Forest, by the way. LaRavia can't finish. Hadim C is also on the pivots back for Williamson. There's Jake fighting through traffic and scoring. First field goal for LaRavia, Dan.
And that's real.
Anselm's got 5 of the 8. Here's Dallas Walton now. The zone collapses. Kick out LaRavia's 3. And Hadim C couldn't control it. Anselm the floor in 2 of 3 from behind the line, and both of them belong to Buddy Boeheim, who plays at the top of the zone. Here's LaRavia trying to answer for Wake, and does. Second field goal, Jake LaRavia. Santo has reported back for Wake Forest. Williams, Williamson, LaRavia, Walton, and Damari Monsanto. There goes LaRavia to the basket. And a 6-point lead now. Biggest lead of the game for the Orange. LaRavia trying to answer again, and Walton recovers and will draw the foul inside. Now, Jimmy Boeheim playing with...
Doing a little bit of everything for Boston College.
Shot clock is at 10 for the Deeks. LaRavia straight away.
And the ACC, you look at his numbers last season and then up to this season, and you said it on this stretch right now, playing really well for Boston College. Worked his way down, just unable to convert on the jump hook.
It's LaRavia against the 7-footer. Turned away, C grabs it, sends it out for Williams. A picturesque possession, everything short of the... Karnick again down the lane, and the missed opportunities at the rim continue for the Eagles. A lob to the bucket, and LaRavia soars over the top like a superhero.
Bickerstaff.
Good pressure on LaRavia from Bickerstaff to make him receive that all the way almost out near midcourt, but he uses his dribble to get to the right block.
Tested shots, that's all you can ask for from a guy that shoots such a high percentage.
LaRavia wanted the post up. He got the feed from Williams, gets fouled, and he's going to the
matchup.
Here he's hunting a shot around the three-point arc. And the amount of space that three-point shooters for Wake Forest need to get a shot off is... Double team comes, Wake Forest with a takeaway, a 4-on-2 advantage. LaRavia running the floor. Wake coming off of a huge win, beating North Carolina by 22, and they have had some lopsided margins of victory this year.
Inside, LaRavia is short.
Opens up space for Baycott, and that's what he does. Very difficult matchup for opposing forwards.
LaRavia, tough take, Manic all over him, then it falls for the transfer.
Enough for Wake Forest. Manic now, that's twice of getting second chance opportunities.
LaRavia again, exact same spot, tough in the paint. Is a team that can win a national championship and win an ACC title this season.
Well, I definitely agree with them on that. But I think the consistency, I think that's been the big issue they've
loved. LaRavia, the hook shot perfection. He is feasting in the paint, 8 points early. This is Carter Witt, passes out of the double team. LaRavia fires the three and buries it. Jake LaRavia.
I thought they would be this year. He's done an outstanding job, and they are playing at a high level.
The Demon Deacons have only taken one trip to March Madness since
to finish to the second half of the ACC season.
Jake LaRavia has had a terrific night, and it continues. That's 13 points now to lead Wake.
Manic and Garcia keeping LaRavia out of the paint.
He gets right back in the paint, missed it. Somehow found the ball. Your track and field and Virginia women's swim, and you get to see all access behind the scenes that you can only see on the ACC network. As Wake Forest takes it the other way.
But I think what's more impressive, his assist. He's also leading the ACC in assists.
Great Robin to his Batman tonight. Jake. Jake LaRavia, that is where he is feasted all night long in the paint. Continued preseason number 13 is on their way to 16-4 overall and 6-3 in the ACC.
It probably means the doctors have cleared Georgia Tech to no longer wear masks on the sidelines. LaRavia on the inside, Indiana State transfer, 15 a game. Now LaRavia, he dips into that vast wardrobe of low post moves.
Team that can get there, so to keep this thing hovering in those 60s would serve them well.
LaRavia against DeVoe, turned back.
Dominant body. You see a scoring, the savviness of the scoring ability. Body and creates space to get a clean look.
LaRavia beats LaRavia and Georgia Tech with its first lead since the 15-25 mark of the first half. And we're back to even. Debo Coleman off the side of the rim. And LaRavia for 4. Williams to LaRavia. Top 2 scores.
They don't lurk around that three-point line. A lot of two-point shots, but they're capable when they're knocking down shots like that.
LaRavia wants 3. Shedrick, the clearance. Wake almost threw it away, and the shot clock is inside of 10. LaRavia stepping back.
There are no easy.
Driving in, challenging that Virginia D. Williams able to save it to LaRavia.
Shut time.
Right to Gardner. We go in our first half of play. Tom Murray and Tim Scarborough with you courtside along with our ACC production crew.
We're talking about a guy averaging 21 points a game. There's LaRavia to the rescue.
Camera right behind the back.
Oh, yeah.
You saw that crafty dribble from Williamson to free himself up from the defender. LaRavia muscling his way in for 2.
There's that reverse pivot we talked about earlier. Tony Bennett coming to Virginia with a rich history. But man, he has really kind of made himself stand out in terms of who
per game. Best in the conference, and as Tim mentioned, 11th in the country. LaRavia, a lot of moves, can't finish.
He had to work to extract himself just to.
LaRavia trying to get by Statman. Tries a different avenue. Shedrick came over.
Oh, I think they're going to count the bucket.
He averages just 2.6 points per game. LaRavia shed the defender.
Shed Shedrick. In fact, a point lead feels bigger than it is.
Wake Forest is 3-3 in ACC play. LaRavia got free.
Oh my goodness. I'll tell you what, they talk about, yeah, they needed that badly. 1 for their last 8 now. Now they need to stop.
LaRavia charging to the rim. Williams cleans up the mess.
Carroll got switched off onto a guard.
LaRavia takes it inside. Count it, plus the foul. Jake LaRavia in control, though, leading by 20. And it started on the defensive end. It's continued on the defensive end. Scoring drought of 2 minutes and 30 seconds before that bucket from Jake LaRavia in conference play. Backdoor open there, and LaRavia slams it home. Back-to-back buckets.
They've done a nice job being patient offensively and then working the ball into the paint.
LaRavia, through contact, missed it, gives it back to Duke. Williams with 25 of Wake 62. LaRavia, after a goose egg in the first half, puts up 14 in the second half, but
miles on flights booked through Capital One Travel. Venture X, what's in your wallet?
First 5, the Deeks have scored the last 5, and there's Joe Girard knocking it down from deep.
And Joe Girard is another one.
Alanis Williams knocked down his first 3 ball. Here's Jake LaRavia's first shot, and it's rebounded by Jesse Edwards.
They got guys and they've got length on the rebounding, and again, that's a good recipe for success, and so far it's been working out for him. I was going to say, as we saw LaRavia tee up that 3.
And they've been great from the line drive off the front rim.
And that's a shot that Swider can get anytime. You like to see him be able to penetrate. You see LaRavia wide open.
Well, Swider lost him, and Wake Forest back within 2.
Good job by the interception. Go the other way.
I hear every coach these days saying fake a pass to make a pass. LaRavia from the corner gives Wake Forest their first lead of the day.
Simple basketball.
Back out there defensively. Shot clock winding down. LaRavia pivots, fades away, misses everything. Good answer, 30-second violation.
Good defensive possession.
Out for Wake. Shot clock at 5. LaRavia forced to fire. Another bad offensive possession for the Deeks. LaRavia, pretty good contain, got a piece of it.
Good tough defense by Jake LaRavia, and you see for the run out.
Ahead of the pack, LaRavia missed it. Off the good feed from Alondis Williams.
Degrees. I think that's like 60 when Wilkes throws it up there.
I don't think any player has a protractor that they go out there with. And let me check my launch angle.
LaRavia off balance in a minute. Cleveland, the ACC Freshman of the Week, has not played at all because of foul trouble. Wonderful ball movement. Excellent ball movement. And LaRavia.
The game this year.
LaRavia had it knocked away. Now the offense starts with 5 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Oh, this would be chicken salad if they make something out of this. Look at that possession. Finally throws it up there, and it's off the mark. Demon Deacons have lost against Florida State last 4 times. LaRavia.
Come on.
59-36 our score. 10 minutes remaining. LaRavia, really solid floor game. Scored a goal and a foul. Fourth went on their run. After the timeout, Wake Forest leading by 16. LaRavia. LaRavia, what a night. Hey! LaRavia! Played at a high level. When a shooter is 0 for 10 in the game, you know that, right? You know you haven't made a shot.
Oh, yeah, no question about it. But you can't stop shooting. You know, that's the one thing that I don't care if you're 0 from the free throw line.
It is a 21-point lead for Wake Forest. Their largest lead was 25 at one point. And to close out the game, Alondis Williams checks in. LaRavia.
Their coaches, respectively, happy with the way things have gone thus far. But, of course, now as we get to the mix of the ACC season, things could definitely change.
Jake LaRavia. Williams, team leader in assists, lines up a 3 for LaRavia. That misses, and a rebound out to the Hurricanes.
But you saw the differences between all of those players. Wardenberg, of course, who is really like a stretch 5. But then you got Anthony Walker, who's an elite level athlete, and Dan Gack, who is a rim protector. So you're going.
It's unfortunately something they're familiar with in terms of struggling here in Coral Gables. They have not been very successful at all as LaRavia misses the 3. Gets it back, though. His layup is good. So that ends the run for the Hurricanes. Well, we've talked about potential rebounding issues for Miami as LaRavia spins to the rim and drops it in. One way to alleviate some of that is hot shooting from deep.
Well, it really is, but Jim.
Besides LaRavia and Williams.
But when you get to ACC play, of course, the scouting report, the attention to detail is different. Nice find attacking the paint by Hildreth on that one.
Gets a breather. So once again, they're getting contributions from the bigs without Sam Wardenberg. LaRavia's hook shot with the right hand is in.
That's one of the reasons you're seeing the ACC's second leading field goalers here in the first half to match Charlie Moore. These guys are shooting lights out here in Wattsville Center.
The double team down low. LaRavia gets right there to the rim to lay it in.
Much you can do just to see the ball go through the hoop. You make a shot, and all of a sudden it opens up everything else for you on the offensive end.
LaRavia battling down low, and he stops the momentum with a bucket.
Into the painted area, not only for himself, but oftentimes finding teammates as well.
LaRavia, hook shot, he banks it in.
Steve knocking down threes. Davian Williamson getting involved. Dallas Walton was in double figures in the first half. So you've got a bunch of guys as LaRavia gets another easy bucket. And again, it's, you know, and he has been a different player ever since then after going scoreless in the first half.
2 from Auguste, Miami up 8. LaRavia missing the 3.
The winner of this one will be 2-0 in the ACC. And this is Alondes Williams, who is an excellent passer in addition to his scoring. Jake LaRavia off the mark. And Isaiah,
I think they have a chance to have a special year. One of the 4 teams right now that our guy Joey Brackets has in the NCAA tournament representing the ACC.
They've got another offensive rebound.
Way too long to respond to that.
You think I'm not a Cool J guy?
I'm not sure because it took you so long.
We do have an audio delay from the home studios. LaRavia scoops it up off the glass, plus a foul.
That move game was they could not get back cut. And you see multiple times where Alondes Williams has found receivers on some great passes to the basket.
Jake LaRavia's second bucket. Only played 8 minutes in this game. LaRavia back quickly, and he's got a chance at 3.
But the substitution, Virginia Tech, and got a win. When we get to the end of the season, most likely the second best team to Duke will be North Carolina. But right now, what Steve Forbes has done with this, had a successful curl to the basket. His simple basketball, but yet cutting hard and curling hard, allowing him to get his 3rd bucket on that same action for the Cards. The freshman's ready for this type of action right now.
Instead, LaRavia, C, and Musius. And LaRavia is starting to cook in this second half. He's got a game-high 15.
Force, understanding that your best player is sidelined with 4 fouls. He and Jake LaRavia are going to have to be guys that make plays for Wake Forest, but LaRavia with the air ball, giving 6.
Now Musius with it. Late shot clock. Here's LaRavia. A step back 3. Back iron. Here comes Louisville.
Last year, but they've already posted 8 wins. We told you about the OT wins out of conference. They'll go a little backdoor and get a rim bender to get it started. LaRavia.
And that's what they were working on. The rim.
Williams pulled down the rebound. LaRavia teeing up a 3. Angular rebound, fight for the loose ball, and it's 1.
And a switch inside.
Offensive glass. LaRavia had it knocked away. 3 defenders converging on him.
A lot of confidence.
But consider last year they went 6-16. Now again, last year was different for everybody, but they went 6-16 and 3-15 in conference play. Got 12. LaRavia from Williams. Drive for USC Upstate. Knocked away. LaRavia in the right position. Jake on the spot for the Deeks.
For Wake Forest this year.
Yeah, he had 21 points the other night, but he's a guy, I mean, he doesn't try to force things. He lets the game come to him. He gets the ball coming right back at him.
A lot of threes. They're going to play fast. They're going to force havoc on the defensive end for their opponents. Jake LaRavia going to work in the post. Nearly got his own. Alumas got it for VT.
That's pretty good defense. LaRavia operating down inside one-on-one. LaRavia doesn't have a field goal. He's only got 1 point.
This is very surprising. Not that the Deacons are scoring, but it's that without LaRavia and Williams going off, and right on cue, Jake LaRavia. Nice. Williams, no look. LaRavia can't finish.
I think he expected to get more.
5 to shoot for Alondes Williams. Beautiful find, transfer to transfer, and LaRavia finishes. Stripped by LaRavia. Williamson has it for the Deeks. LaRavia to the cup and finishes.
That's a perfect example.
Third in the Big Ten at about 82 a game.
And Northwestern is going to play that man-to-man defense with a lot of pack line principles. They're not going to get out and try to deny the wings, but when they get the ball, they're going to get it down to Barry to cut him off.
Alondas Williams trying to back down Trey Barry. Kick out LaRavia's three.
Now Williams can back you down.
And here's Williams without numbers. LaRavia again. Young threw it away. Williams the takeaway. Ahead LaRavia. Got to beat Young and does. First 2-point goal for Jake LaRavia. Williamson a three. And a long rebound will bounce into the Wildcat bench. So here's Northwestern, 2:25 to go in a 9-point game.
Well, and I think he knows what he can do. Doesn't try things he can't do.
LaRavia, air ball to three. Roper the rebound.
Well, he was never set. This that you really have to be able to knock down.
Witt back for LaRavia's three. Walton kept it alive, but to Nance. Trying to beat Nance to the rim will draw the foul. Third on Pete Nance. Sixth foul on Northwestern. Oh no, they called it a buoy.
Called that foul.
Illinois won what last night by 12 or so, right? Here's LaRavia. And one. John Gaffney punches home the conversion of the field.
Seconds left to give Northwestern a lot of time.
LaRavia trying to get baseline. Fall away on the baseline. Good. Wow. Jake LaRavia.
Williamson on the jump stop. Corner LaRavia. He can score from all over on the floor. Played 41 minutes last night with 17 points. Terrific. Happy to run. Alondas Williams threw it out to Hildreth. He has to save. Gets it down to LaRavia. Along with 7 turnovers. LaRavia from deep. High archer won't go. Easy rebound for Pinson ahead of the pack. Eason got fouled. Get the roll. And Walton will do it on the other end. Alondas Williams. To LaRavia.
Here come the Demon Deacons.
6 on the shot clock. LaRavia making something happen. Can't get it to go, but keeps it alive.
Offense, go inside, try to get to the free throw line. Nice double team.
Trapped. LaRavia. Jake LaRavia seems to bail them out. Williams baseline. He's working days. Got it back out to LaRavia, and he'll let fly. And got it. Jake LaRavia is keeping the Demon Deacons in it. Williams with the great look to LaRavia and the foul. LaRavia working on the block. Good spin move with the left.
Nice move. Took his time. Read the defense.
LaRavia on the wing.
Wow.
Goodness gracious, he's strong.
Yeah, physical, uses body.
Williamson. That won't go. LaRavia at the buzzer.
What a great move. Wow. Great move by Alatisha.
LaRavia the other way. His footwork. LaRavia again into the paint, too strong, got his own rebound, and then lost it.
They cut it to 6. I'm calling time. Better double him. Better double him. Terminator in the low post.
Good defense again. Shoot it, can't get the roll. Tip won't go. And Marsh, offensive goaltender.
Underla. Underlow's used to guarding post guys, not used to guys off the dribble.
Out a field goal, turn it over there. Here's Hildreth, the lob. LaRavia on the back end.
It all started by the ball pressure of Hadim C on the ball.
Stops the run by the Deacons.
Look at the spacing for Wake Forest. They have 5 guys behind the line.
LaRavia, double pivot and a score.
And that's why they're spread out, Wes. Their state. They're taking a hard look at Kennesaw State.
A lot of Atlanta area flavor on the roster. LaRavia, meanwhile, is starting to take over.
Wow. How about the footwork?
Yeah.
I really like his game.
Yeah. LaRavia, who's been on a tear, front rim miss there.
I thought he brought great continuity to Wake Forest. He moved the ball, he defended.
What a skip pass. LaRavia. And misses on the backside for Williams and Wake Forest to run. Live, oh my goodness. LaRavia on Wake Forest. Triple for Jennings. LaRavia the catch, blocked out of there by Burton. Last touch by Wake Forest, says Tim Clockerty. I'm not sure about that. Here's Walton.
I have to research my own.
LaRavia the tap follow. He's got 18 now in the ball game. 9 in each frame for Steve.
You can trust him.
Here's Walton out of a double team. How about a one from the top? Back rim miss. Williams and a fresh 20. Williams.
Love to see that right out the gate. Coach, if you're coach, great composure there. Got to knock it down.
Another guy who didn't score in the first half was Jake LaRavia, coming off a 24-point. And what's the worst that can happen? He picks up his 4th, and you got Hadim C on the bench. LaRavia unable to finish.
About to pick up.
Aggies cannot convert. Williams to Williamson. Sets up LaRavia wide open for 3. If he wasn't hanging on the rim, maybe it would have fallen through.
Right.
After all the tough makes he's had tonight. LaRavia from the other side.
Williams could have.
Williams, nice pass. LaRavia turned away. Returns to the goal and scores. 6 now for Jake here in the second half.
First couple of games, the whole staff is really a new regime there. They're really embracing the old culture, and
LaRavia knocks down the 3. He's got 9 here in the half. Chavez lays it at the other end.
Chavez, a very aggressive player, battles for the ball in the midcourt, is able to get the score. See if Wake Forest uses their size advantage against this team. Some really good looks. Not able to knock those down. An unforced turnover makes Barkley mad. After a turnover, the backdoor cut makes Steve happy.
Beautiful feed. LaRavia throws it down. Little teardrop would not fall for Chavez. And C outlets for Williams. Ahead LaRavia. Through the contact, banks it in.
Very fundamentally sound play that time. Had 12 against Ole Miss. Athletic at 6'5", can get to the hole.
LaRavia going right at Clinton. Tips his own miss up and in.
LaRavia showing his versatility and some nice.
And I feel like we've just seen the tip of the iceberg.
It's amazing. Kinley averaged about
nice
7
pass
points a game.
ahead. LaRavia missed it. Oh, that should have been the 3rd assist for Williams.
Get some handshakes along the way. I like that, Mr. Walton.
I don't think Steve Forbes is going to turn into a point guard anytime soon as LaRavia gets 2 more.
But you can put him at the point of a one guard. Tressler one.
Williamson, Williams, and Hildreth.
Steve Forbes takes another timeout. Not happy when he does. This is what would drive him nuts. Take the timeout.
First half, he has been struggling offensively. A guy they'd love to get going these next couple home games. Oh, nice pass to LaRavia. Beautiful feed from Williamson. A bigger 30 points in the first 2 games of the season for Buskey, but scoreless tonight.
Yeah, he and Price are the guys that are really the leading scorers for this team. The guys you look for, and as we said a moment ago, only 4 points.
Williamson hedged by Kelly. Here's LaRavia. LaRavia gets to the hoop.
That was a smart offensive move. They ran.
This guy has dealt with 3 torn ACLs in his basketball life, and yet he's still playing well in the ACC. LaRavia, give him 21.
Nice face-up basket there.
A.J. Hamrick, freshman from Rock Hill. LaRavia's shot won't go. And when the schedule came out, you see these first 5 home games against teams typically around the bottom 100 in the Ken Pom. You think, okay, this is an opportunity for Wake to build so.
Check the first pass sometimes.
Williams has a game-high 10. He passes, layup missed, second chance, C won't fall, and here come the Catamounts.
Point lead.
Western was planning to play 10-15 minutes as zone in their opener against Bowling Green, only ended up playing 6 or 8 possessions. They tried to lob it over the top. Tyler Harris trying to run it down for Western, throws it away, off to the races, LaRavia!
Great anticipation by the big fella, the transfer from Indiana State.
Out, Harris lost it.
Nice, very nice.
LaRavia on the give and go with Williams. Nice underhand pass to LaRavia and the foul. LaRavia.
LaRavia attacking Carroll, and he was fouled on the stick back attempt. I think he's going to get free throws out of this. William and Mary's going to bring that double on the big man all night, which is going to leave someone open, and this time it's LaRavia for 3.
LaRavia was a nice three-point shooter. His time at
turns it over. 5 early turnovers for the Tribe. And it's LaRavia. Timeout, William and Mary. Team C swallows it up. LaRavia ahead of the pack, 2 in the foul.
We were just talking about the athleticism. Goes inside. Who's doing what we got to do? Another deflection leading to a steal.
7-footer needs to find a point guard. He gets it to Witt, who zips it to LaRavia. What a pass.
Just keep running the floor.
Has a headiness about him when you watch him play.
He knows how to score.
So does LaRavia. Jake's now 3 of 5.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Louisville, in their starting lineup, had a Williams and a Williamson, just like Wake Forest. That's my gift to you. Great defense by LaRavia there. Dan Hildreth, great ball player, played in the British Basketball League himself. LaRavia scores. Cam was 3 days old.
Now he's got some really stuff to go and look at tape about between the next game. You know, you don't want to have the mental letdown in the second half. That's a nice basket there.
2 plays tonight just because he knew his partner Steve Forbes on the other end knows him so well.
Yeah, coaches do that this time of year. You got to save some stuff for good defenses, some surprises.
Softball was supposed to start at 6 o'clock local. They moved it up to 4 o'clock. The Aggies, they got the win over Houston Baptist 5-4.
Well, I'll tell you, John, if you know anything about the Aggies, you know why they call them boots, right?
4 on the shot clock. No good.
Call him boots because he's tough as a boot.
Under 5.
Towel, man. You can't leave
No. Look at it. Man, I'm thankful nothing happened. Oh, at the rim. Oh, Bassick, he can't finish.
Never leave the court without your towel.
1.
You know New York City.
Oh, you know I do.
There'll be a lot of places to go. Wade, scoring.
Taylor letting it go.
Yep.
Wake Forest trying to get something going on the breakout.
SEC. So that's something to watch here tonight.
LaRavia a little too strong, gets his own miss though. And that ball is knocked out of bounds. We talked to the co-champions of the CAA. Tough loss for them against Delaware. Right corner 3, missed by Terry Nolan Jr.
Man, we talk about the three-point shoot, LaRavia and Williams. You get a lot of good looks.
Thompson stripped, taken by LaRavia. LaRavia, he gets knocked to the floor, and that leads to a whistle. Juwan Gray. And another steal. Timberlake for 3. That's no good. Ooh, that would have been a big swing potentially for Townsend, but instead LaRavia with a loose ball.
Yeah, LaRavia.
As we get into full bloom starting tomorrow on the men's side. Off the miss, LaRavia with the rebound. 3 from the outside, too strong out of the hands of Antonio Rizzuto. And the shooting woes continue. Only 6 points tonight for Williams. Thompson going at it again. His shot hits underneath the rim. LaRavia. Now Monsanto. He's off. And a tie-up between Musius and Timberlake, and that is the 5th for Isaiah Musius.
James Karnick actually calls himself Captain Canada. He seems to think that he has a similar resemblance to the Helmsworth brothers, who are Captain America. So Captain Canada, I think, is a good one.
In middle right now, so you're seeing a lot of back cuts and trying to move this defense, then attack it. Great pick and roll. What a block. Great block by LaRavia, and here he comes. Principal. Along with Jay Billis, Holly Rowe, I'm Dan Schulman. Glad you're with us. 2 more games coming tonight with Dave O'Brien and Corey Alexander. Then the quarterfinals tomorrow, the semis in conference play during the regular season. Pretty impressive stuff.
Wake looking to trap the ball off those horn screens up top.
LaRavia down with a rebound. And maybe he is the spark that Wake has been desperately looking for today. Good defense now.
Didn't move the BC defense before taking that. Awfully quick.
And he is a great scorer, but not necessarily a great outside shooter. He can beat you in many other ways. Langford.
Oh, now they're going to back off.
Musius forces one up, in and out. What a rebound by Monsanto.
Steve Forbes, first year, 6 wins. He's not used to that. He won so many games at East Tennessee State. When you look at his path through the J. Yeah, Walton leads the team with 3-point percentage. He doesn't take very many, but when he does, he makes them.
State has to be very careful here about an explosive start.
Withers kept it alive for Louisville. Still can't get a bucket. 1 for 7 from the field now.
By Miami. You take a look at Virginia today losing at the buzzer. So important these last 2 games for Wake Forest. And when we spoke with
Wake Forest, Dallas Walton cashing in off the glass. Louisville answers with a 3 that goes long. Those are not the type of shots get headed into halftime. Cross in the corner. Can't connect. LaRavia keeps it alive. Williams today, 97-72. Had some fun finishes elsewhere, though. 2 buzzer beaters. Virginia Tech taking care of Miami, and then Matthew Cleveland at the
matchup with the Londis Williams. They just put him on the block, spread guys out on the perimeter, and let him go to work.
How do you not pick him for player of the year?
Again, I'm not sure you can make an argument against it.
Texas A&M, their season turned around February 12th after their loss to Auburn. That was their 8th loss in a row. 3-ball goes down. Isaiah Musius, first 5 points of this half for Wake Forest.
Well, that's what he played on the Olympic team for Lithuania 2 different times. And not a great homecoming, but he'll see a lot of his former teammates after the game.
Bank is open for Damari Monsanto.
Defensive balance, sending multiple guards back to protect against transition from Wake.
Musius throws it down. Isaiah Musius, the New York product.
When they flash to the ball, not coming hard right there. But what I was going to say is I think that Towson, sometimes it takes a while, like you said, to adjust to the length and athleticism of someone like Wake Forest.
Absolutely.
Knows what to do with it, goes straight to the rack.
LaRavia down low and another feed, another dunk. Dallas Walton and one. He'll go to the line for a three-point play opportunity. Williams. Good passing. Monsanto, three again.
Holy cow.
Numbers are up. That's a good sign. LaRavia over the top. Walton double teamed. Scores anyways. Boy, Bickerstaff had his arms down. And it belongs to Wake. Musius had the size advantage. Forced a really difficult shot. LaRavia, nice look inside. Williams. Good defense now. What a pass. LaRavia to Walton, and it's time. Eagles are going to win their second game in as many days here in the ACC tournament. We talk about building a program. You build it with this kind of building block. Wow.
It'd be at least in the 70s to play with Wake at home.
In that game, though, it was tight, Mike, and then Wake Forest scored 16 straight, and nothing but the bottom of the net for Wake Forest. He didn't take it till a hand was in his face and then used the backboard. It all looked the same tomorrow, though, Mike. Another three for Wake Forest as Williamson heating up now. And
a lot of them have been dead ball turnovers.
Great point. LaRavia trapped underneath. You talked about his passing. You were on point. And how good is Williams cutting to the basket from Smith? LaRavia will bring it up. 7-footer for three. Stretching it out for Wake Forest. Walton.
Well, and against Louisville, I'm off the clock. Sebron really working hard at the front of it.
18 for Smith. As down low, the finish for Wake Forest coming from Walton.
Off the mark. After missing the first shot of the game, Wake has made 4 straight to take control of this one. Musius, same spot, same result.
Because of that, and then defensively, but I think offensively stretching the floor creates so much more space for LaRavia and Williams to operate his ability to shoot the ball.
Williams pulls the trigger. He buries it. Alondas Williams.
I'm not sure you can make an argument against it.
Walton at 3. That's the type of night it's been for Wake Forest.
You're absolutely right. Steve Forbes talked about the importance of them closing out games and then also the season. I think,
Or rather, Collins missed the shot. Rebound, LaRavia. Hildreth left alone. Knocks it down.
That's what Steve
bounces off the rim for Wirtz. Three-pointer at the other end for Wake Forest. Monsanto Florida State earlier this week in overtime. Hunter Tyson out is a big injury for them. Williamson 3 to start the second half. His first points inside, maybe get that quick foul on Atkinson, get his fourth. Williamson again from the corner. Back-to-back threes. Found a spot. Chance to take the lead, and they will. Williams slams it. Wesley defends. They go for a 3-ball and get it. Lucius.
Damari Monsanto. I think Damari was afraid he got caught. He did not. Walton from the corner. Another 3-ball for the big fella.
Hey, how about Steve Forbes' system where you can run your 7-footer like
I think you can run him off the three-point line and make him shoot off the dribble. You're going to be ahead of the game defensively.
Williamson sets the feet, knocks it down. Pass inside, better block. LaRavia rejects the shot from Moore.
Terrific reaction inside, and again, it's more size working against him.
UCS buries the three. McGusty taking it strong. Monsanto went straight up.
Gusty did a nice job splitting the screen, but couldn't finish.
Damari Monsanto from deep.
Top of the zone. Wake Forest is a team that moves themselves and moves the ball very well. Let's see how they deal with the zone.
And right away, the response from Walton. Another one. You said do not leave UCS alone. And
a little bit.
Wake Forest with a 1-point lead. Hadim C is on the board.
By that time, LaRavia takes the ball to the man-to-man at the moment.
Short shot clock. They're sitting at 5. They have to make something work quickly, and they do.
That's one way to make it work. And LaRavia with another assist. Gibson, he just got to roll to the basket after he sets that screen for Sebron. And that time Wake Forest made him pay for pressing. And that's what you have to do.
Work their way back into this one. State's only lead was 2-0. We've had 4 ties already, and Alondis Williams with the response.
Well, there's LaRavia with his 6th.
Tied with that bucket he had at the other end. This game at 45. 5 on the shot clock for Wake Forest. Williams in the corner, and they regain the lead.
Another big basket, but
season low. 29% from the floor. They struggled in the first half.
Oh, that's some pass. Oh, that's some pass. Great cut by Williams and LaRavia.
Mills tried to turn the quarter, hit a wet spot. LaRavia up ahead to Williams.
They've got 4 guys who can bring the ball out of the backcourt off the back blocker for Wake Forest.
Wake's got numbers. Williams comes up short, tips the rebound to the corner, sets up Monsanto for 3.
And he's been a big addition to this team, Evan.
And yet, that snapped a 6.5-minute scoring drought. LaRavia to Williams. Oh, nice finish.
That was a tough catch, too, about a 3-foot shoot. Unless it's inside on an offensive rebound.
Williams over Wilkes for 3.
Well, he's carrying Wake Forest right now, and it seems warm to the basketball.
Over 3.5 minutes since Wake's last field goal. Hadim C changes that and 1. Oop, gets away with it.
Normally, you don't want to see that if you're a coach, and you're right, they did escape with that.
UCS for 3, yes! And the Deacons answer with 4 straight to retake the lead.
But he hit a tough jumper.
Prieto shows up to stop ball. LaRavia gets his own miss, hits Williams down the lane.
LaRavia is scoring.
Flip it over the top. Williams almost the catch, but hangs on. LaRavia to the corner. Monsanto again drills it.
Likes that spot. He's looking to
Mills. LaRavia has not scored in a while. This would be his 9th assist. Musius drains it.
What an answer by Musius. And that was
victory and walk out of the Smith Center for the final time in his glorious career with a victory. So many iconic moments, memorable moments in that rivalry, and a memorable night for Dallas.
Clock start in Chapel Hill, second meeting of the year between number 3 NC State and North Carolina. Roy Philpott, Brooke Weisbrod will be there for that one. And Davian Williamson comes back in this.
To the basket than that last three he tried.
Walton into the corner, LaRavia right into 2 white shirts, back to Walton, and we just softly push up his second field goal to this first half. Knocked away, LaRavia controls, 7 to shoot, kick out, Williamson follows the script.
Boy, that is a tough break for Syracuse. They did it.
Deeks trying to flip the floor. Williamson cranks and hits.
And that's exactly what Wake Forest needs. Not only do they have to stop turning it over, they've got to start flipping. Isaiah Musius.
3-ball Monsanto. He's got a dozen on 4 threes, Dan.
Well, we said that's his job.
Brings us to a timeout. So Earl Grant using the clock to his advantage to get his big man a rest. Hiding behind the defense, there was Walton waiting for the... That's a deep try. That's good. Beautiful shot. For
player of the year.
Who else is in that conversation for you?
I mean, look, obviously Duke has a couple. Banchero. Yeah, out of the paint.
Gets right back in the paint, missed it. Somehow found the ball and laid it in for Marsh. Wake Forest feasting in the paint right now. Love lost the handle. LaRavia up ahead. Williams, count it, plus the foul. Alondis Williams. Leading scorer. Stripped away. LaRavia spins out of trouble. Up ahead, Williamson for the easy 2.
Some of the best in college, not just ACC, but just all of college basketball. He was playing at a high level.
Big time make. Davian Williamson continues.
Starters for Wake Forest, one of the better offensive teams, not just in the ACC, but nationally. They shoot 48% as a team, and that's their MO. Jordan, they shoot 60% inside. Sure, to have a chance right now. Those two account for more than half the points. LaRavia, such a good interior passer, and Walton the first full sense of.
I think Howard was surprised he was that close to the goal with no defensive commitment.
To your point, production's dropped off, especially from the outside in league plays. Davian Williams. Good defense by Khalid Moore, but it comes to Musius on the inside.
Ball watching. Georgia Tech.
Walton redeems himself. Alondis Williams lines it up, and man knocks it down. Out of 3 bounds. This is the equivalent of a mid-season trade in baseball.
Yeah.
And 1 for Dallas Walton, who's in double digits.
You got to find a way to get Williams the basketball here. Get out of the way, let him post. Got nearly 5-inch advantage. Or to take a triple. Yeah, absolutely. And he's also a willing rebounder because he's got that size on him. Look, he's a Coach Forbes guy. He's fearless, he's a competitor, and he's never scared. And again, just
Williams
outside exploited that mismatch. And we know the capability of those perimeter players for Miami. That is a dangerous team that is not just a flash in the pan. They have staying power.
Musius.
Base of Coach Forbes here. Hopefully he's getting healthy so he can return quickly. Insert Coach Savage, who's right there with him in practice, in film with these guys, and there's no let up. To go on the road and win in a place you haven't done it.
Musius comes away with it. Virginia has missed a couple of inside. Wake is making it tough.
Musius for 3, and he knocks it down.
And off of that,
New York will be the destination for these teams. LaRavia into the paint, out of the paint. Williamson
Deep in the shot clock.
Aggressive on both ends.
And what specifically defensively have they done to stifle Wake? The one person they haven't stifled has been Alondes Williams, who is 25.
Coliseum, the Orange coming off a 1-point loss in Miami on Wednesday. They came straight to North Carolina instead of going back home, and there's Mucius.
Good execution by Wake.
Dallas Walton unable to finish, but C keeps it alive. Mucius straight away, Canadex.
UC is one of those guys that over the years has really improved as a three.
LaRavia gets away with a little push off.
Downtown Winston-Salem. Go ahead.
You like Wake Forest ball movement these last few possessions?
A lot better because they have not settled. You said nice little up and under the pass.
What a big fella. LaRavia to
LaRavia. Oh my God, can you see me?
Mills misses inside, and Walton saves it for the Deacons. LaRavia, wonderful two-man game. See another bucket.
And that was really started by the look ahead.
Now there is. Malik Osborne with 6. Now the big key to the first half for Wake Forest was getting into the bonus early. Walton takes his time.
Pick up a quick one here.
LaRavia, the dump down to Williams. What a spin! Oh, ripped away. Here comes Wake Forest. LaRavia keeps it with the Deacons. Big shot. Got it! Into the game. Turnaround.
You can see, Eric, I mean, every shot is a tough shot for Florida State.
Williams double teamed at the baseline. Carter Witt with the runner. That's good.
Confidence builder for Carter.
UCS board. LaRavia with the fake. Wide open Walton for 3. That hits. Dallas Walton shooting only 21%.
The bounce a couple of times into the mid-range. He's feeling good about his offense here tonight.
LaRavia with the kick. Corner 3 is good. Mucius from deep.
He was pointing to his end of the floor. That normally means that he felt that there was contact and a foul on the last possession that didn't get called. But it turns into a 5-point swing.
The lead balloons to 8. 5 straight for the Hurricanes. Williamson, ball fake 3, that's good. Davian Williamson out of Winston and could not get that one to drop home. Mucius for 3. Isaiah Mucius
Drew this up, and the Cards don't get off a shot.
Well, he didn't draw up a turnover, no question about that. Give Wake Forest credit for doing the job defensively and then racing it back down the floor, turning.
Game for both these teams. The winner will be 2-0 to start ACC action. Dallas Walton out of the timeout scores for the Deacs.
Nice action.
LaRavia in traffic. C hits. And Steve.
And at this point right now, if you're Steve Forbes, you're going to probably have to go back with Alondes Williams. Big shot there from Isaiah Mucius, knocking down the
conference tournament. Most wins in school history, and not surprisingly, he was coach of the year in that conference in 2020. Oh, good looking move from C, going up the ladder. He's showing a lot.
Haven't taken a 2 yet.
Modern basketball, Dan. Wake Forest offensively continues to hum. That's Isaiah Mucius. Story of the second half for Virginia Tech. LaRavia feeds Williams. 20-point lead for the Demon Deacons on the road.
8 to play. Williamson, LaRavia. He'll fire at the horn. First points for Davian Williamson. Putting the Deacons through their paces here tonight. LaRavia against Nance. kick out, 3 ball. Mucius rattles it in. 3 threes and now 11 points.
With baseline, C in the game in the middle. And he'll launch from 3 and hits. C, nice pick and pop. A 10-0 run. LaRavia, he can't even get a pass off. Yep. Wow. Dallas, Walt. Oh! The bank is open.
The bank is open at 10-7 Central Time.
LaRavia to help him out. Into the paint. Back out Walton. The big man can shoot a 3.
The big guys knock it down.
As if it were easy. Dexter Akano. Nice lob to Walton. Corner. Williamson. Timeout, Oregon State. Good look to Williams from LaRavia.
Great pass. Great cut. LaRavia. Williamson and LaRavia. Nice
Good
cut
look down to Williams from LaRavia.
Great cut to the hoop by Alondas Williams.
Have been scorching it from the floor in their 4-0 start. LaRavia in the paint. Mucius a 3, and the Deacons lead early.
Beautiful inside. Dr. Tom Davis at Iowa.
There's another turnover. LaRavia, Witt on the drive and scores. And that'll get Kenneth.
Rebounding margin and the free throw game. I don't think that's ever going to change.
No, good point. 3 ball out front, Hildreth. Wow. Cameron Hildreth, just his 3rd 3.
20 points per game.
Yeah.
The last Demon Deacon to average 20 points a game.
Tim Duncan.
Oh, you are so good. That's why I post about you on Twitter, man.
Dallas Walton gets the basket. His again. Walton turned it away.
Yeah, he's like a brick wall in there. 7 feet, 250.
LaRavia and Alondas is on the board. First points.
He just wants to see it go in. It could be a
It's his first action last Saturday against North Carolina A&T. And there's Williams scoring and 1 at the basket. A dozen
on this Saturday here in Winston. Jake LaRavia dishes back underneath, and Alondas Williams gets the first 2 of the day.
There's LaRavia right out the gate, so they strip and rip in there.
Yep. LaRavia to the corner. Williams on fire. He's got 13 in the first.
Cross lane dish. Marsh blocks the Robinson shot. Beg your pardon, it was LaRavia. Up high, it's slammed home. Rob McCray with a loud 2 for his first.
Good offense beats good defense every time.
McCray, let's see his outside shot. He's got that in his game too, apparently.
Isn't him and big fella, they were.
McCray and Lucas Taylor, the 5 on the floor. And up high.
Great find,
Matt
great
Marsh.
find. The versatility of LaRavia.
Harris.
One thing you can say about this Charleston Southern team, they have run some nice sets and have had some good looks, just not able to knock it down.
Dallas Walton,
but the big guy has.
11, including 3 3-pointers.
Had 5 threes over the season, 3 of them against Johnson and Wales. So he has knocked down a few threes for him, but so is this guy.
Davian Williams, well, he hasn't tried to do too much. Steve Forbes said we don't need him to score 32 a game, but he's a good player. To the basket, into double figures goes Williams.
Just a nice.
Western extending some pressure. LaRavia sets up a wide open Davian Williamson.
Yeah, just a great.
Williams goes to LaRavia. Williamson.
Good defense.
Scoring drought with some style.
Williams 8 of 11, 20 points on the evening.
Back to Williams.
22.
Blitzed Wake Forest from the tip.
LaRavia took an extra step, traveled with it.
He tried to get LaRavia on a roll.
Over Houston Baptist 5-4.
Well, I'll tell you, John, if you know anything about Aggies, they love their sports team.
Taylor, wrapped up ball on the floor, body strong.
All first team CAA, as a travel there that time and a turnover. Number 4 is LaRavia.
Before the broadcast, and I think you're right on the money. Bad turnover right there.
Right down the floor off the turnover and the dunk by Juwan Gray. And another steal. Timberlake for 3. That's no good. Ooh, that would have been a big swing potential of the night.
Yeah, pretty play right there, but a tough shot. Again, on the offensive end for Towson.
Steal. Timberlake cranks a 3. That's some pretty good players.
So some history there.
And a steal. Hold it. Tried to go up and he gets fouled. So
Right. So they're going to see a heavy dose of it. And tonight, Wake has turned it over 16 times, 17 now, and 11 have been steals or live ball turnovers. These
Post had a little just off the block turnaround jumper.
Post will sit. TJ Bickerstaff, recently back from a calf injury, a junior from Atlanta, will come in. He's probably a great pick and roll.
What a block.
Great block by LaRavia, and here he comes.
I was surprised there wasn't a call there. So trap the ball off those horn screens up top.
LaRavia down with a rebound off the miss by Post. And a turnover. Boy, not the kind of we're like in the driveway.
LaRavia with a pass fake.
And then called for the offensive foul, driving on Carney. He can beat you in many other ways. Langford. Rebound down to LaRavia.
Boy, Post was open on that little pick and pop. Just give him the ball, let him reverse it. Too tough of a shot.
Game of the moment, and they're down 5. Knocked away.
You can bring the ball out of the backcourt, and Helms certainly that. Helms actually 2 good defensive plays back-to-back, and Wake Forest coughs it up with a casual turnover.
The lead is cut.
Can't get a bucket. 1 for 7 from the field now, the Cardinals. It'll be Louisville basketball when losers with a 3 that goes long. Those are not the type of shots that Coach Pegues wants from his Cardinals team. All the way ahead. Davis rocks the rim. Ends an 8-0 Wake Forest run. Off the foot of LaRavia will give the ball right back to Louisville. And Wake just needs to avoid.
LaRavia. Good hands from Collins. Another Wake Forest turnover. Alamir Daw back. Step back was short. Wake has not taken as many threes in the second half. And that is their first turnover. Yeah, he went out Huck at the 17:53 mark. Good block by Williamson on Dawes. LaRavia.
Walton offensive glass over top of Leszewski. LaRavia moving well without the basketball, but he took an extra step.
Didn't catch it cleanly. It was a tough pass, a little.
Practice today. We talked to Mike Krzyzewski. They monitor, as most programs do these days, the workload that teams have, and tailor practice based on getting into the front court just now. Wake playing this bigger lineup with both C and Walter on the floor, and LaRavia lost it. He was last to touch it. 8th turnover. LaRavia working on Banchero. Spins back to his right. Now looking for some help. Monsanto was cutting, but that was a desperation pass, and then Monsanto fouls, Keels in the backcourt. The shot clock. Forbes in here for the first time with a crowd, and just really an unforced turnover, no advised pass. He'll
takes it, and then LaRavia sneaks in for the rebound, and they call an offensive foul as he bulldozed Wardenberg. Little bit of, but he's still pretty good defensively, and he can score even in the lane. LaRavia had it poked away,
and they've kept LaRavia under control in this game so far.
And everybody wants to see Smith.
Boy, that was good defense by Walton.
LaRavia might have picked up a foul there on the offensive.
To the basket, and that's what the Greeks did.
Wake Forest can hold for the last possession and instead turn the ball over.
Now, LaRavia got going a little bit too fast. You get a big guy.
Got 5 points, 4 rebounds in 2 minutes, Mike.
There you go. Those are record-setting pace numbers.
And then LaRavia had it stripped by Evans. LaRavia going at Lindner into traffic, and it's a travel.
See, now LaRavia really unhappy here, and I told my mom, I said, I'm gonna come home. She handed the phone to my father. I told him, I said, Dad, I want to come home. He said, you're not coming back here. So I had to.
Oh, Hadim C had it go right through his legs when he was wide open inside.
The 5-hole, he was expecting a direct pass defensively. He's not even worried about Ngam.
A lot of dribbling from LaRavia, and he lost it out of bounds.
Mark, wherever he is beyond the arc.
Flipping it in, Wake turns it over again. The story of the day. And then Mills was out of bounds.
Knocks down the shot for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is not a good shooting team, worse in the ACC, though we will see Ithiel Horton later tonight. In fact, Ithiel will be in the game shortly.
I'd hate to see North Carolina across the bracket from me as a number 10 seed.
It's a really talented but somewhat erratic team. And just to be clear,
done that so well. He averaged 4 points a game last year. Now he's leading the ACC in scoring. It's really a remarkable turnaround.
He's got 8 assists tonight, 7 rebounds.
Keep in mind, Jesse Edwards is playing out there with 4 fouls.
Tried to go to C, knocked away, another Deacon turnover. Dan, that's
to control the pace, and he kept using the word free. They play free, and they do a great job with their spacing. We must slow the pace of this game down. This one right there, Jaden Zachary definitely has to come to a little jump stop jumper right here. Yeah, that's an easy call for the referees to make. They're right in position.
But 2, the uninterrupted stretches of scoring by Wake Forest. A 10-0 run earlier in the half. They've currently scored 7 unanswered, and that's led to this sizable gap. LaRavia lodging, free food, going out to eat, all the good stuff. Make the most of it here down the stretch. It's a great perspective because after that, it's either going to get a real job, the suit and tie routine.
Missed it. Baycott couldn't chip it in. And LaRavia lost the handle. Leaky Black the other way now. Here's Leaky Black. Point shooters in the conference headed into Miami, but 1 for 5 really struggled. Everybody did for Carolina that night, and still kind of shaking off the struggles. Hubert Davis spoke to us about.
Francisco Cabrera brought him in. That was before Andrew Jones.
True.
He's a Hall of
Very
Famer, right?
much
He's got to
so.
be.
That was well before him. That was David Justice and the crew, Tom Glavine, Greg Maddox.
Out of 10, 1 and 5 in the ACC. To win, they need Usher and DeVoe to bring it every night. And of late, they haven't had that from both. Here's a turnover. LaRavia turns it over. Usher ahead of the pack. And he flushes it. That's a big part of what Wake likes to do when they have the ball.
Jab, he threw a haymaker.
Really, this is 2 road games in a row. They did that to Virginia as well. They got down 7 and then went on a 13-0 run in that second half.
And 6 games in a row, double-figure scoring for LaRavia. Trying to create.
Oh, he got fouled there.
Shedrick came over. Stepping on the run, trying to get by Witt, and he lays it in.
I see you today.
He has tied his career high with those 11 points after the layup. Beekman, he goes to the bucket. He gets fouled.
You're going to let your big guys eat. Give them opportunity to get runs at the rim. That's going to ignite them on defense.
I'm not sure how that pass got through. Edwards denies the LaRavia feed.
This is the 3rd possession in a row that we've seen.
From Memphis, Tennessee, he wears number 12. He's on the ball right now, guarding Williams. And a crazy shot by Williams. It will stay with Wake Forest. Back Fletcher.
A poor decision on an underneath out of bounds lead. That was the first pass to the fast break.
Loose again, picked up. Fletcher, one man to beat with the left hand. LaRavia holds his ground, gets the rebound. Wake Forest up by 11 and a steal by Worley. In that dunk. Wake Forest favorite over the years. Inbounds batted away. Stolen by Witt, Walton, and Musius playing right now for Wake Forest. It'll stay with it.
Nice job by Walton to keep that alive. He couldn't get the rebound, but he knocked it out. And so Walton being out of the game is not as impactful as it might be.
Couple of good-looking free throws for Mills. It's an 11-2 run.
And here's the all-out pressure.
Who else comes up with a rebound? Joe LaRavia. Hildreth can't handle the pass.
That's the 3 with no offensive rebounding.
Mills is 0 for 10 shooting the basketball.
Put in by Walker. Hildreth tries to counter. LaRavia fumbles it away. 3-on-1 for the Hurricanes. Two-handed sledgehammer. With a conversion on the other end, 41-34 ball game. Miami up by 7.
You know, we came in talking about Alondas Williams and his scoring ability, but we haven't talked about Cam McGusty, who's yet to score in this.
At 21 a game, too strong. Make it a 3rd offensive rebound and a fresh 20 again. And now LaRavia is out on the sideline, so after all of that, it is merely a turnover for Steve.
Number 2 is Cameron Hildreth. LaRavia. Overzealous. Offensive foul. Pretty nice job staying on his right hand.
The wild catch of Chris Collins. LaRavia, that'll be an offensive foul.
Wes, it's very interesting. Northwestern has been a little bit.
Gaines and Eason look fabulous. And yet another turnover. And this one knocked out. 2-2-1 press. Mason got it again. And the dish. Oh, that tip won't go. Like volleyball, they keep coming at you. Wait. Yep. LaRavia working on Alatisha. Great matchup. LaRavia and Alatisha. And the trap. Great look again, LaRavia. But this one went off of Williams. Great hand movement by Williams.
Going to be a problem even in the ACC.
Working on Peterson. That time turned over to Rogers.
He's got a great fake game, doesn't he?
On the floor. Everybody can't be the leading scorer, but you can aim to be the leading rebounder, the leading hustle guy, and that might be him for this squad this year.
LaRavia looking from UC's backdoor. Good quick hands by Langley.
That's why Langley really doesn't shoot that many threes. I wonder if somebody got a hand on that, finger on that. That was surprisingly off to the left.
Well, to get him back soon. That was off LaRavia's knee, going the other way.
A lot of contact there.
I asked the A&T assistant, Ahmad Dorsett, if Duncan Powell will be the best player.
No business wants to be locked into a contract, so we don't have them. Choose Spectrum Business, the best internet and phone with fast starting speeds at a great low price, all without ever signing a contract. That's what you want. And
at the other end, both teams have missed some pretty good looks near the rim.
I think he got bumped on the shot.
Officials letting them play.
Doing a bad job at Eastern Kentucky.
They went 22-7 last year.
Remember, we had 2 years ago down in Greenville, I think. Came another to doing everything well, and you've got a baseline to continue to go. But this has been very impressive, being workmanlike, going out and adjusting and trying to play well. I've been very impressed with the way Wake Forest.
That Wake lineup, same as they had. There is an offensive foul, same lineup as they had in the 77-59 win over William and Mary.
Gets set off, kind of double team, low block at times.
And the Deacons season begins with a Jake LaRavia turnover. LaRavia, Walton, and Williams. Another steal by LaRavia. He poked it away, looking for Hildreth. He's 6'4". His dad, who's here, surprised him today, is just 6'1".
To go in Colorado. I would be willing to guess he'll have maybe 15, if not more, by Christmas.
That's Wake's 11th turnover. Greensboro.
So it's a Georgia State. That was a Mercer game.
It was Georgia State.
So
that
Georgia
was 4
State
overtimes.
game.
They started 0-2.
Yeah, then they lost to Mercer. And no one would ever thought.
Very strong guard, a terrific shooter, too, about 47% from three. The jump hook will go for Quentin.
Effort. At times they wavered, but to close out the season, he's been pleased with how hard they've been playing.
Contested jumper. His third three in the opening 10 minutes of this game.
He is so important in their lineup because of that. The bigs of Clemson are doing a nice job adjusting and then getting to the foul line.
Here, they let Bohannon. You're more than welcome. Coach K's team is in a fight right now. Krzyzewski not out for the second half. Damari Monsanto cut it to 2.
Team inside the arc in the country behind only Gonzaga. Langford with a fadeaway leave.
Man, big deal. They put themselves in positions to get 18 offensive rebounds.
Doing there in this same possession because they got the rebound.
Cafaro was 5 of 7 from the floor in that game against Virginia Tech, and Gardner
for the first time in his career. Inside, Caro muscles his way into open.
For Steve Forbes and Wake Forest. Jimmy over LaRavia, banks it high off the glass. And half free throws, woof, for Wake Forest. Jimmy Boeheim, no.
Witt guarding Polite. Now a touch on the block for Osborne. With Naheem McLeod is knocked to the floor. He'll have free throws.
And he got bailed.
Staff did a tremendous job. And it's one thing to go get players. It's something completely different to get players that fit into what you're trying to accomplish. Wasn't taken very well, wasn't received well from ACC coaches, players alike. And I'm glad the ACC athletic directors got together and got that rule changed.
The first half here in the second half as well. About 10 minutes of action for Witt. That is a foul on the shot from the inside, and Watson.
Aluma's got a game-high 16 in this first half. Back to work against LaRavia. Bowls right through him and scores. Led by 18 from Aluma, who's got more than half their points. 1 half in. Here's Justin Mutz going to work against Jake LaRavia. Rolls it.
Greer's got C on it. Williams working inside around LaRavia with the right hand. Elijah Williams.
Swatted away by Williams. Hayes, don't force it now. Don't force it. All right, nice patience there. Got the foul on LaRavia. Knocking down shots from way downtown like that, like Musius.
Alatiche trying to work and goes glass.
Hanging around. They're doing it with their defense. That's the difference now. They're getting deflections. One shot. Playing great.
Lucas couldn't get it down to him. Got it now. And got it knocked away. Musius knocked it away.
Point game on Friday night.
What you like about Wake Forest, they're playing with a lot of excitement. They're trying to make big plays and trying to finish. It was a good block to stop. Has to get a basket, you get it blocked, you miss a shot, and got to settle down and understand how to play the length of Wake Forest.
I like the zone concept. Try to force some outside shots if you can.
Well, Krutwig says, I don't ask for a better leader in Tyreek Key. He doesn't stop working. Turnover by Evansville.
Last night defending, and as of late, Indiana State's really done a nice job defensively, holding opponents into tough shots.
Boy, that's great defense by LaRavia to Edwards. Yet to get Cricky involved. And there is LaRavia and Miller on the run. Edwards. They get Cricky a touch in the lane. Good move on LaRavia, and he's able to finish. And try to pick and pop, but it's not there. Shot clock to 10. And LaRavia the steal. And he goes in on Clay, who's got 40.
A little bit too much adrenaline to start this game.
McMillan. Nice post up inside. Malik
Miller, he's the fourth option on this offense. Knows exactly what his role is. He gets it done.
Wow, Cricky way deep on.
Really a nice job. You wouldn't expect to see it's so efficient without Tyreek Key on the floor. And that helped defense that I just talked to. So talent to know, hey, I'm going to defer, but at any given moment, if you need me to score, I can get it done. And talking about
right place at the correct time.
Play has continued, Kevin. We have not had our under 16-minute media timeout as Carter.
5, I think it was. LaRavia was having foul issues. You know, one of those wins is over Loyola, so that defense out, get it into Fife, but there's no double. He's got to go.
As it knocked away by Larry. And
number of deflections, 2 steals. Freshman playing well.
There's Carter inside, banging against LaRavia. Rebound.
Top of those double teams and drive it to the nail.
Working against LaRavia. That's a tough shot. That one won't fall.
And Pickford with the skip pass to Marr. He's going to probe. Turn around. And a little strong. Heisey. Hammed in on the baseline. Back inside to fight. Off the window and down for Austin.
Henry for 3. Off on that shot, but Childs pulls down another rebound. Elijah Short. Mast with an offense. Offensively. Tavanainen. Childs wants the ball. And a foul is called. And it goes. I'm always impressed also with Key's ability defensively and how physical he can be. As this one goes inside, Childs couldn't get it. Mast goes inside to Childs. 3 Sycamores around him. He's in the forest. He turns around, can't get it to go. Mast tries to.
As he goes, that's how the Aggies go. Shot clock winding down. It's at 4. Radford pulling it back. Ball
shooter for three as a Demon Deacon. Outside. Three up. That no good off the mark.
Lakers, Davion Harmon, who transferred from Oregon, like to make plays with the ball in his hands. He just didn't have a ton of opportunities. Wake's been good for him.
No question about it. He's having a historic season. We'll get into it as this game progresses. The left corner three is in.
Again, on the offensive end for Towson.
Steele. Timberlake cranks the three. Can't connect.
It's made some superb. Notice how he slowed up. Let Busius get down that right-hand side. Bought him a little time to get there.
Gray pops out with a three.
In the last two games prior to tonight.
First action of the night, really, for Monsanto, as the three, the counter.
Posts with those long strides, too strong, but an offensive rebound, Bickerstaff. Great look here, Zachary. Jaden Zachary sat for a while too after he picked up his second foul in the first half of the Eagles. Horns. Williams, no. And BC Bull in a one-possession game. And Williams is down. Williams
from right here in Winston-Salem.
So far, our senior night has been working for just about everybody in the lineup.
Well said, Mike. It is senior night, ceremony before the game.
No transition defense for the Wolfpack.
15-8, and a lot of fans standing. Helms has missed 2 threes.
Just an effort to get guys into the second half in decent shape, not buried with fouls.
Helms, 2 for 5 from 3 as he hits another one.
Extra years coming.
Both coaches saying it's a wait and see. Another 3. This one misses everything. Morcell, the bank's open on a late Wednesday. 2. The pass in the corner. LaRavia does a good job to close down on the three-point specialist. Helms gets it back to him, though. Oh, and it's an and Williams could become the first player in ACC history to lead the league in scoring and assists. And there's Helms. He has been firing time to prevent the play. Now the rip for NC State. Pushing it is Morcell. He'll drop it off to Smith. Normally makes that.
For Wake Forest, Dallas Walton cashing in off the glass. There's Matt Cross into the game for Louisville. Way off the mark from Dallas Walton continues to feast inside. Cardinals just don't have that reliable go-to guy.
With a guy that leads the league in points per game and assists per game, it's going to be a tough decision, man, between those two. Forest so difficult to match up against.
Honor dishing, Dawes. Can't hit. Offense.
Irish with the basketball and trailing by 3 in the first half. Goodwin straight away for 3. And it bounced out of bounds.
13 points total in this 2-game losing streak, and he needs to get going. It's a good start.
Goodwin conversion
was over in February 1st.
That's what he told us.
Yep.
Meaningful games in February. Leshevsky, another 3 for the Irish. Covington, Roger Ayers, Remy Styons officiating our game this afternoon. Fast-paced. Miss from the corner.
And Goodwin is a guy who
taken by Hub.
And it's got to be rebound by committee for Notre Dame. They've got to get 5 guys in the glass.
Wesley 3. 4% for Wake. With a big advantage on the boards, 21-11 for the Deeks, and that is a 3-ball. Irish have a 2-game winning streak going in the series. That's way off the mark from Hub. 6-3 of the game for Wake. Ryan at the other end. He makes the 3 for Notre Dame. It's the tie with a 3 for the Irish. They've made 14 in the game. Wesley wants to drive and kick. This is Ryan. Angular rebound, Atkinson.
Actually gets a shot and Duke the offensive board. Here's Keels, front of the rim, and it's rebounded by Williams taking the break. Theo John, the graduate transfer from Marquette, is into the game. Number 12, here's Banchero for 3. Great block out. Done a good job and a couple of opportunities to run the show when Coach K hasn't been able to be in charge.
think John Shire is equipped.
Deacons trying to keep it close, but with a bucket here, the Blue Devils could go up by double figures. Keels working right on Williams. There's Griffin. That's a good look, and that's a bucket. Williams. Headed toward 90 seconds to play here in the first half. Blue Devils have played very well.
Well, seed and the #1 team in the country for sure.
And Caitlin Clark's been good too.
Caitlin Clark leads the nation in scoring and, of course, trying to ice ball screens on the side.
LaRavia hit Paolo Banchero as he went by, and Paolo will go to the line and shoot 3. It's been a lot of active hands in this game, Debbie. The ball's been flailing around quite a bit. Keels a little short on the 3. Saved by Keels! Tremendous play by Trevor Keels. A.J. Griffin for 3, follows his own.
Versus Notre Dame, so we'll see if he does check in for tonight's matchup. Helms from deep, that's short, and that's also at the rim. Just can't convert. Helms with a nice fake. Sebron turns down the outside shot, finds Smith in the corner. That one's going to bounce around a little bit.
He threw everything out, started from scratch. He even installed 2 new plays tonight just because he knew his partner Steve Forbes on the other end knows him so well.
Yeah, coaches are still playing in the postseason. Pretty remarkable.
People said the ACC was down, but postseason looked like they're up. To the cup.
All right. You know why they call them boots, right?
4 on the shot clock. No good.
A little more pace, a little more zip for Wake at the offensive end.
Funny how when you make a stop, your offense gets better. At least on both those threes from Damari Monsanto.
And maybe he is the spark that Wake has been desperately looking for today.
Run, Cam Hildreth put it up and in. Here they have their sights set on. Trying to take care of business at home. Louisville not going down without a fight. Up ahead,
Alamir Dawes knocked down 6 threes last time out. Gave it up to Bohannon at the horn. Down the stretch at Little John Coliseum.
Of the week. His season high in points is 25. Season high in made threes is 5, and that's Ryan on the drive for the Irish with a crossover. Up and under with Ryan working that baseline. Mid-air contact. LaRavia close by. Got 12 points in the game. Had that triple-double earlier in the season. First one since Tim Duncan. Williams.
4 of 9 from behind the arc since the calendar flipped to 2022. Just allowing about 27%. Trying to exhort his team on the defensive end. Roach back into the game. He had a good first half.
There's a couple times Roach has come off that horn and said, keeping Alondis Williams from being able to get downhill.
And the answer from Jeremy Roach to stop the bleeding. Duke seconds ago, still a long way from the basket. Banchero gets by LaRavia. Banchero for the lead. And they'll follow, and they're waving it off.
2 of the leaders in assists in this league. Obviously, Williams #1. Dribbling through the crowd. McGusty hangs in the air. Triple-double, but remember. Look how efficient he is. Wardenberg and 1. Nearly did. Yeah, almost we could have called for that. And now he did. LaRavia's done. Miami's got free.
Not able to react out quickly enough to prevent the 3 by Musius.
Take by Smith under the rim, and that is leading as far as this group, and that's an and one actually at the rim. So right now, Sebron doing a lot of dribbling at the top of the key. Finally dishes it off to Helms. Another short shot clock for the
3. We saw Jalen Gibson for NC State had the best game of his career with Kevin Keats' Wolfpack shorthanded the other night. 4+ minute scoring drought. kick to the corner. Butler, silky smooth drive, and he missed it. Wilkes fakes it, takes it. Time for LaRavia. Evans, such a stabilizing presence, but he swatted this time. LaRavia.
Williams, LaRavia, they get to that right hand. They're very tough.
Cleveland met by Walton. Prieto with a follow. You can go back to school.
That's right. That's right.
George, talk about a little bit of your thoughts about the game and how it's evolved.
Offense get with number 19 here today. A rare free throw miss on the front end of the 1-and-1. Cleveland tries to tie the game.
Pittsburgh get another shot at it. Kelly has been the offensive late. He puts it on.
And that she provided others.
Here's Buddy out of the timeout all the way through. The scoop got left short.
Great job by Jimmy Boeheim to get out there and contest that three-point shot.
On the drive and one.
Very, very
Gerard.
active defensively have been the Orange.
Couldn't finish on the drive. Williamson out of there with it for the Deeks.
Eagles to slow down Williams. Oh, what a spin and an open Langford. Sloppy pass taken away. Bickerstaff from his back gives to Ashton Langford. The reverse is now 10 for Wake. He scored 10 unanswered.
10-4, the advantage for Wake Forest.
Well, BC comes in the lowest effective field goal percentage.
Had to be perfect, and he dropped a dime to LaRavia for the dunk.
There's Manick. Down LaRavia to jump. Now on the drive, missed it. Baycott couldn't tip. He still has 2 fouls. So this is not because of foul trouble. This is because Hubert Davis wants to get a look at.
And I'm not pulling the Carmelo. Remember when he was retired in the guard, faked it? I'm taking a shot. Chris Thomas took them all when I played at Notre Dame. That board you just saw of all those scores speaks to the skill set of this Wake Forest group. They'll be in every game this year.
Gardner on the reload. LaRavia. And that one went off of Gardner. Clock. A move for Gardner. LaRavia stayed with him. And then Walton.
There's 6 minutes to play here in College Station. 17-point lead for Texas A&M. Bradford.
You know why they call them boots, right?
4 on the shot clock. No good.
Now a great effort right there.
Holden leaning in, too strong, got it back.
A little more pace, a little more zip for Wake at the offensive end. Funny how when you make a stop, your offense gets better. At least on both those threes from Damari Monsanto. And maybe he is the spark that Wake has been desperately looking for today.
Morcell, the bank's open on a late Wednesday. Basketball, the ACC Women's Basketball Tournament underway down the road in Greensboro. Morcell looked like he was going to try. Helms has been very active. He has not found a shot he doesn't like. Helms.
17-point lead for the Blue Devils. Bankero working on LaRavia, and he travels.
Good team.
Seconds to go, still a long way from the basket. Bankero gets by LaRavia. Bankero for the lead. And the foul! And they're waving it off!
Looked like Miami had began the fast break, but they forgot the ball. One. Oh, what a shot.
Is leading as far as this group, and that's an and one actually at the rim. So right now, Sebron.
Something that they can get going in a hurry.
Mills absorbs the contact, puts it in. Get with number 19 here today. A rare free throw miss on the front end of the 1-and-1. Cleveland tries to tie the game. 12th time, 20+ this year.
They clear it for him.
Shot, isn't he?
In traffic. Good.
Very, very
Gerard.
active defensively up in the orange.
Couldn't finish on the drive. Williamson out of there with it for the Deeks.
Is now 10 for Wake. They've scored 10 unanswered.
LaRavia's first.
And Jay, right here, this is unselfish.
This is the ninth. 2 minutes left to this first half. Carolina down by 9. Love lost the hand.
And then the turnovers, Jay, that really is something that has continued to plague them.
Love, he still has 2 fouls, so this is not because of foul trouble. This is because Hubert Davis wants to get a look at
DeVoe to Sturdivant. He's got the matchup on LaRavia. Ducks inside. Too strong with Carolina. DeVoe driving on LaRavia, gets set.
That board you just saw of all those scores speaks to the skill set of this Wake Forest group. They'll be in every game this year.
A 10 for Virginia. Gardner trying to harvest some points from this possession. Can't do it.
Game 3 for 3. Banchero has the size advantage and uses it. Banchero trying to do it himself, and Williams was not expecting to beat as soon as we can on Trevor Keels. Duke in control though. Turnovers. Here's Banchero. 24 points to his name. Contested shot goes begging.
Buddy going to work against LaRavia. Not that.
Guys that transfer in, it takes them a while to be able to get this Syracuse zone down. And again, they've got guys that can score. You see another mishap by those points is almost like leaving money out there and just saying, hey, you know what? I don't want it. Oh, good block by Walton. And again, for Syracuse, being able to penetrate, make the extra pass. You see Swider, a nice little pass shot. I like an uncontested banker.
Back to Swider. LaRavia holds his ground.
Good defense by LaRavia.
10 to shoot for Buddy. Behind the back. LaRavia, pretty good contain, got a piece of it.
For 15 points.
Seminoles on the ropes. Oh, Cleveland is fouled.
Wake Forest will try to exploit against this Miami team. Miami has given up 31 more offensive rebounds to its opponents than they've gotten this at Wake Forest. And I had an opportunity to coach the DMC in high school, and he didn't have that. He was not a jump shooter back then.
Or at 12 at halftime. McGusty leaning in. Ooh, close there.
Back to an 8-point edge.
Basket.
But spin cycle.
Here's Williams, who I thought had nice minutes off the bench for him in the first half. LaRavia tried to stop his drive, and Elijah Williams has 8. We're on the floor, the freshman from Motown. Nance against LaRavia.
He lost it out of bounds. A little sloppy start.
LSU starting 3 of 3. They have missed their last 4 shots. They've come up.
Tackle, yep. LaRavia almost got it stiffed. That was close.
Vincent with 5 on the shot clock. LaRavia on him. Let's fly. That'll be short. Loose ball.
I mean, that's wonderful. So he gets the most out of his talent. He lost Ethan Thompson, who's a fabulous player. There's the man.
season with a guy that leads the league in points per game and assists per game. It's going to be a tough decision, man, between those two.
Will not be shy about getting him up. Goodwin stepped out of bounds.
He's still doing the things that makes him a great player. He said the problem is Mark Williams. We got to try to keep him off the glass. They felt like they did.
Unable to react out quickly enough to prevent the three by Musius.
Take by Smith under the rim, and now
Pittsburgh will get another shot at it. Kelly has been the offensive late. He puts it on McGill on Saturday night. Now, certainly no one at North Carolina is saying this is the reason. My theory on that is that they really want to send him back down.
State leads Tennessee State 60% of his field goal attempts were from beyond the arc.
Buddy Boeheim the miss. 7-point game. Syracuse shooting just under 42%. And there's a foul as Williams cut it loose around the foul. Here's Buddy Boeheim out front against LaRavia. 16-footer is good. What a
he made him stop, made him pull up, got his hands up in the air, but Boeheim's hot. Missed that one.
Front rim miss. Yep.
Built from here. Over LaRavia. Nice touch. Two programs. And again, look at the spacing. There's 4 guys inside the 3-point line at any given time with Virginia. Statman. We said he needed to be the second scorer tonight, but we thought Williams.
Excellent individual defense by Dallas Walton.
A.J. Griffin, an and one opportunity coming.
You got to break that down as to get it inside. You see Jimmy Boeheim contested and fouled by LaRavia.
That's the second 3-point shooter. He's now the coach at Washington, I believe. Swider over LaRavia. Line drop.
3 of his own.
A little better job Florida State covering out on those jump shooters.
Wilkes made one a moment ago.
61. And the zone worked on the first possession defensively for Wake Forest.
Backdoor lob for Wong.
Defensively, it's not over until you secure the basketball headed to your offensive end of the floor.
Crossover by Wong, and he gets hit.
Help, but just a better shot by Walt. Walt is a grad student that transferred from Colorado, where he played 3 seasons. They also 5 points now from Musius.
Now he's the head coach at Virginia Tech, where he's got some deep roots. Wake Forest up by 4. Justin Mutz tries to cut it to.
See how other teams adjust toward what we're seeing, and of course the Deacs aren't going to shoot 65% every game. Wake has just been a little more patient offensively, Wes. They've been able to get out on the break because they're getting stops.
Barron
trying to do, Wes.
Yep. Win the tap. They don't tell you how. Just get it. Nance at the foul line.
Forbes was an assistant coach to Bruce Pearl. Bruce Pearl learned that from Dr. Tom Davis at Iowa.
There's another turnover.
Ole Miss. A couple early deflections, and the Buccaneers' first possession coming down at the end of the shot clock with Shaq Fay.
The weather before that game did play, and he gets the call tonight for Justin Gray.
Wilbright, one of many transfers, can score off the bounce. Good
possession for Valpo.
McMillan, there's
only going down 2, but the ball just didn't bounce their way at times, and Indiana State got some big stops in the second half.
Levitt. The hip injury, so they've had to change their personnel. Antoine Kimmons, the backup point guard, left because of COVID. So he's got 2 freshmen in the backcourt. And
having time together, and then now all those games are going to pile up at the end. So, and it's just a lot of things.
Ben Harvey on the drive, and he'll get it on the Final Four team, which seems like 100 years ago.
Something to keep in mind, too, as we move along. Loyola, veteran team. They got 4 seniors in that starting lineup. Off of the inbounds, and we're going to get a foul here on LaRavia.
off a pick and a travel on Gibson. Fred Thatch with the basketball. His first action tonight off the bench, off a pick. Javante Perkins may have been fouled. No. Santa's bringing us baseball this year.
Perfect.
Perkins fouled.
There he is again. LaRavia over pursues and an easy kiss off the glass.
Ross with the inbounds pass. Fade away, Cook short.
Wins here in Holman Center, dating back to a year ago. An open three for Murphy. Just
realize we're down in this final 6-minute stretch and every possession counts.
Kaiser, top of the key. 10 to shoot now. Play in on LaRavia, scores and one.
Form to back to where he can score for them off the bench.
Ernst and Thomas, key players on the floor for the Bulldogs who were in foul.
Canoe Jam in Bimini, Bahamas. Joyce navigating, gets it back, pops a three.
Population 1,458, 1,457 tonight since Tyreek is here. But he reminded of that jump stop and to try to put the ball on the floor and travel, and that's what Tyreek Key did.
Swan flashes open.
Per game, and he's got a lot of looks like that, shooting almost 75% from the floor in those 3 games.
And a steal by LaRavia. He stuffed the stat, and he's got a pair of free throws here to make it 45-22.
Yeah, really good pieces with Wake. Beginning with LaRavia, who has the ball now right there. Williams.
SEC Coach of the Year. That's a contract that Seth made you sign, I assume?
Yes. And I get no remuneration.
Deflected pass, stolen away by Musius, and here come the D. Some work to do here today. They're down 6, and Steve Forbes has brought in Damari Monsanto, who played sparingly in the first half, and Cam Hildreth, a freshman from England who didn't play at all. Nerves right now.
And a lot of pride, yeah, because their boys have played great.
They have combined for 27 points in this game.
One thing that Boston College needs to do is just send somebody long. It'll probably be post.
That's his third three in the opening 10 minutes of this game.
He is so important in their lineup because of that, and then defensively, but I think offensively stretch.
A triple from Davian Williamson to knot us up at 3. You see the starters we mentioned for Clemson as they turn it over. Middlebrooks and Collins couldn't connect. And here's Jake LaRavia.
Now again, that angle right there, ref had better position, but certainly you don't want him picking up fouls trying to go for offensive rebounds.
Off the turnover. Chase Hunter turns it over. Here comes LaRavia.
Touching the 16-minute mark of our second half. So glad that you're with us. Tom Wormy, Mike Jaminski, our outstanding ACC production crew. It's a turnover up to LaRavia. Tried to go behind the back. His momentum was taken. So C is into double digits for the graduate student from Dakar, Senegal. Hub tried to flip it inside, picked off LaRavia. Up ahead C. Ball doesn't hit the floor. And it 20 pounds. Got 12 points in the game, had that triple-double earlier in the season. First one since Tim Duncan. Williams scoops it up. Williamson on the run. Williams has 14. Got past the double, over the front rim. Alongus Williams.
Right now,
Thank you very much.
You're more than welcome. Coach K's team is in a fight right now. Krzyzewski not out for the second half. Damari Monsanto cut it to 2. And Wake and Tyre take the lead with a bucket.
You on the same side of the floor. You like the adjustment? And that was actually, they got, Wong was switched on LaRavia. The procedures that have gotten a lot better.
That too. Oh, great pass, but then stripped. Miller had it poked away. Williams hits the diving six.
Sebron doing a lot of dribbling at the top of the key. Finally dishes it off to Helms. Another short shot clock for the Pack. And a tie-up. Approaching the 1 minute mark in this ball game. You mentioned it. It's been a close one throughout this entire time, but the Wolfpack just couldn't find times to score.
There as the Deacons reassert themselves. Back up by 7. And here's LaRavia with a steal and the stuff.
Not unusual for Wake Forest to shoot it well. An excellent shooting team. Turnover for the Panthers.
Wake Forest turnovers tonight for the home team. Gerard spins, threw it away to LaRavia. Deeks tried to flip the floor. Williamson cranks.
Takes a seat as Williams picks up his first foul. Boston College trying to work out of an early 6-point hole. A big lob, too tall for everybody, goes over the 7-footer post. Here comes LaRavia.
From the floor, close to 60% from the floor. He's just getting into paint every time. That's just too easy.
And he's getting it done on the defensive end. Pokes that one away. His first miss of the night. 2 minutes left to this first half. Carolina down by 9. Love lost the handle. LaRavia up ahead. Back-to-back buckets for the ACC leading scorer. Stripped away. LaRavia spins out of trouble. Up ahead, Williamson for the easy.
All right, lived in Chicago for 15 years. Just have to point out the elephant in the room.
Intercepted by LaRavia.
Points now for LaRavia. We said he needed to be the second scorer tonight, but we thought Williams, who has really struggled. 3 of 14 from the floor. Wow. And that miss from close range. They'll drive and lose the handle. And Virginia is going to give this one up to visiting Wake.
Miami, again, when you hit like that on the transfer portal, you're going to have some success.
Crafty play underneath the hoop. Jake LaRavia went behind.
Great hands by Symir Torrance. And then he turns it right back over. LaRavia easily picks off the pass.
Torrance take it and then give it back.
It down by 4, under 8 to go, second half. West, nice pass, extra pass. Here's Cross, who left it for Williamson, and a turnover.
There was plenty of room in the lane. Walton, the only player in our game to get to double digits. He's got 12.
First meeting all the way back in February of 1912. Virginia Tech won 45-15. This one's a little different. More great defense for the Deeks.
Entirely from home with Nissan at Home. Delivered direct from dealer to driveway.
6 of the 9 field goals, Dan, for the Deacons are from the perimeter. Boom! Run with it, couldn't hang on to the pass, and a foul by Nance.
Bowie just got moving. He knew that he had to go quickly, and that's exactly what he wanted to do, catch the ball.
5 minutes since LSU has made a field goal. That one dribbled off LaRavia. He collects. Witt will come the other way. Williams.
Tournament, a great guard, combo guard, so he's still trying to find himself, but certainly Wayne Tinkle's a fabulous coach, so they're going to get better and better.
LaRavia the steal. Williams!
LaRavia, transfer from Indiana State.
And the steal, LaRavia. And he is fouled by Williams.
He just helps you win.
26-27.
He deserves it, but a fabulous job. LaRavia again.
Doesn't have the numbers.
Yep, 1 on 3. Let's play it.
Lucas couldn't get it down to him. Got it now. And got it knocked away. Musius knocked it away.
And Steve Forbes was an assistant coach to Bruce Pearl. Bruce Pearl learned that from Dr. Tom Davis at Iowa.
There's another turnover. LaRavia, Witt on the drive. Ball got knocked away. Finally, here comes Jennings with it for the Owls. A lob. Stroud the catch, and he turned it back over.
Stroud, point blank at the rim.
Wendell Harris brings it back outside. Emery Knox, and now Fay. Hop, skip, and a jump to the bucket. And Carter Witt successfully throws it off the Buccaneer. To be Wake Forest from this team. Blocked by LaRavia. Price got it back. Fay going right at Robert McCray, who's in the game for the first.
Was a little bit under the weather before that game. Did play, and he gets the call tonight for Justin Gray.
Wilbright, one of many transfers, can score off the bounce. Good defensive play by the Deeks.
And out. McCray drove and ran out of room. Baycoat, nice slip, but couldn't get it to Pedrakis. Wilbright lost it. He has had a tough game.
That's a bad foul there.
That's his third foul, and he has 4 turns.
Down the stretch, Walton, LaRavia with 2 each.
Tyler Harris trying to run it down for Western, throws it away, off to the races, LaRavia!
Great.
Justin Gray's catamounts looking to mount the comeback. They lose it, turnover 17.
LaRavia pokes it away, dives on the floor. Patton landed on the ball. That looked like it hurt. Davian Williamson blows by his man.
William and Mary has to get a basket, you get it blocked, you miss a shot, and got to settle down and understand how to play the length of Wake Forest.
LaRavia gets the rebound, pushes it up the floor.
To take another one, but he just may need to do that just to stop the bleeding.
Another steal by LaRavia. He poked it away, looking for Hildreth. And the Tribe are looking to prove it wrong. They're optimistic about what they've got. They're missing Mikkel Harvey tonight, who's suspended for the first semester. LaRavia comes up with a loose ball.
Well, the theme so far is that there's not going to be a single possession that's easy for Wake.
Jackson with the blow by, and they're going to have to foul him on the way to the hole. This thing. Crowd is buzzing when Brown even touches it. Up Jackson. Opportunity to coach at Wake Forest and to do so with this group of guys, he's really appreciated. Yep. Said he would call his parents after each and transfer to Mississippi State, Ole Miss, a couple of years there, and now a year with Wake. Good catch by Karnak inside. Extra rest. Basically an open middle right now, and so you're seeing a lot of back cuts and trying to move this defense, then attack a great pick and roll. Nice two-man game between Ashton Langford. Ashton Langford shovels it underneath and post foul. Both those threes from Damari Monsanto. And maybe he is the spark that Wake has been desperately looking for today. Tough shot from the baseline, won't go, and post down with it for BC. Great job defensively by TJ Vick. So Jake LaRavia, what an all-around game. You mentioned
Smith will push it for NC State, down 4. Smith all the way to the bucket, and he's fouled. Explosive last step right.
Technical, you get a ticket out.
Smith will get the whistle on LaRavia.
Really good take. Sidney Curry's been the bright spot. He's got remains with the basketball. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Quickly into Curry. He's fouled. Falter with a head of steam through the spin cycle.
Double when he catches the ball. Here comes LaRavia.
Gray Davis working on Musi. Wallop Syracuse today, 97-72. Had some fun finishes elsewhere, though. 2 buzzer beaters.
David, those are older guys. Those 2 in particular, he made it very clear. Look, we have a very small margin of error.
Made 4 of them tonight, but missed that one. And Sidney Curry's been a problem, and because they're just not as good a three-point shooting team as they expected to be.
Yeah, they had some looks, but
in the game, up 30, 4:30 to go. I think speaks to the mentality of the Demon Deacons. They knew they needed this one.
And lights out. 4 of 4 from the three-point line. 4 down. Heads up play, little head fake, and a nice one dribble pull-up.
Boy, Chase Hunter's been good as well. He's into. And we're back underway. Hunter. Shefflin finished.
Side. First basket for C at one end. Bounces off the rim for Wirt. Wesley on the curl. Trying to get by LaRavia. Bounces out, poked away to Witt. Hub. Atkinson.
Today on Synergy, and he scored in every way possible that you could get a bucket against Duke in the first meeting.
Great. You can see David Williams miss a free throw. He's shooting 89%. In fact, I was looking back through his game-by-game numbers. And Carroll, that's a chance for another assist, but good defense in the post by Wake Forest to get an live ball turnover. Griffin, shot clock getting deep, has his pocket picked by Alondis Williams. Under 6 seconds to go, still a long way from the basket. Banchero gets by LaRavia. Banchero for the lead, and the foul! And the
6 of the starters in this game, Mike W. starters. Long, one of them. And he lays it on the team, Bobby Knight. Wow. That's a blocking foul. And the fans are really perturbed. Williamson. And rebounded by Anthony Walker. Moore took it. In a very important game in the ACC standings, Wardenburg, LaRavia didn't want to pick up his fifth.
Really switching out, trying to find Smith.
Helms to the bucket. He wanted the, once again, something that we saw in the first half as well. The offensive boards, the second chance opportunities for NC State, and there's a bucket by Sebron. Little things that Alondis Williams has been able to do in this game.
Just like that.
Had hit the best game of his career with Kevin Keats' Wolfpack shorthanded the other night. Cleveland gets another second chance, and Galen Worley also out there for Leonard Hamilton Seminoles. Prieto, nice cross lane pass. Butler somehow got that shot up. Time for LaRavia. Evans, such a stabilizing presence, but he swatted this time. LaRavia. But it is staggering when you think of how good the Seminoles have been these last 4 or 5 seasons.
Well, that just shows you it's not 1 through 5. It's 6.
He was covered by them
and made it a much tougher shot, a fall away left-handed hook.
Evans for 2 off the glass. 6:20 to go. Inside and gone. Detonates.
There's the ball. 53% of their baskets are assisted. They're so good at moving it, playing in space.
As he goes, that's how the Aggies go. Shot clock winding down. It's at 4. Radford pulling it back. Ball.
Because they play off LaRavia and Williams. You get a lot of good looks.
Thompson stripped, taken by LaRavia.
Extra rest. Basically an open middle right now, so you're seeing a lot of back cuts and trying to move this defense, then attack it. Great pick and roll. Into somebody, got caught on a screen and was a little bit slow getting up. Not the shot that Wake Forest wanted there, but Wake's defense.
Extra years coming.
Both coaches saying it's a wait and see. Another three. This one misses everything.
For a long shot like that, attack the rim.
That's a great point. LaRavia thought he got all ball on Smith.
Joe Lunardi's bracket, our bracketologist at ESPN, has the Demon Deacons as a 10 seed, up by 16.
Mark of our second half. So glad that you're with us. Tom Wormy, Mike Jaminski, our outstanding ACC production crew. It's a turnover up to LaRavia. Into double digits for the graduate student from Dakar, Senegal. Hub tried to flip it inside, picked off LaRavia. Up ahead.
Trying to exhort his team on the defensive end. Roach back into the game. He had a good first half.
There's a couple times Roach has come off that horn and said,
There's been a lot of active hands in this game, Debbie. The ball's been flailing around quite a bit. Keels a little short on the three.
We're going to do a bit of a reset at the top of the key for Helms. Jaquavion Smith with 10. With Sebron at the top of the key, he asked for help from Gibson. He's going right at LaRavia.
See if Smith can get going.
Smith had back-to-back threes in the first half.
The three. We saw Jalen Gibson for NC State have the best game of his career with Kevin Keats' Wolfpack shorthanded the other night for LaRavia. Evans, such a stabilizing presence, but he swatted this time, LaRavia.
Not unusual for Wake Forest to shoot it well.
and that she provided others.
In transition, here's Swider. And he gives it. Here's Buddy out of the timeout all the way through. The scoop got left short tonight for the home team. Gerard spins, threw it away to LaRavia. Deeks tried to flip the floor.
Eagles to slow down Williams. Oh, what a spin and an open. 3 games on the ACC slate tonight. Just about 30 minutes away. Over on ESPN, it'll be Louisville visiting Virginia. And then
pretty good look from 3, just in and out.
Caleb Love does not drop.
And the third, you have to chase him off the three-point line and force him to put the ball on the floor.
Khalid Moore, hard stop. Saba.
Smallish lineup, and there is no resistance for Wake to get everything inside the arc.
Fletcher now into the game. It's the first time in the ball game that Florida State is not playing with a 7-footer on the floor. 24-point stiff arm.
LaRavia is on West. He's driving. Left it short. Loose.
And here is Boo Booey. Back to Nance. Nice turn with the right hand.
Since LSU has made a field goal. That one dribbled off LaRavia. He collects. Get some steals, some blocks, get out in transition, get some baskets in that transition in the open court. Nice swat.
Double teamed, dropped it off to Aguilar, left hand, and he's fouled.
That's the guy. They got to go to.
Professor grad, fit right in to bigger major level basketball. He was an excellent player in the Valley at Indiana State. He was second. Jennings working against LaRavia with 7 to shoot, deep three.
Baycoat, nice slip, but couldn't get it.
But he just may need to do that just to stop the bleeding.
Another Steve.
Norris takes a look at the clock. Krutwig on a cut. Follow is good, and he beats the clock.
He's athletic also, but his best thing is catch and shoot basketball.
That's as held the ball as you.
Used to be a starter, not getting as many minutes as he usually does, but certainly an efficient player.
We got a hand.
Valpo credit, Todd. They've come out with a lot of energy on both ends of the floor, and that's been a big key for Valpo. As we got a whistle off the ball.
Points and 15 boards in a win at Illinois State.
Right, down by 19 points, and they're not going to be able to get those points back by trying to settle for the layups. Yeah, you want the ball to go in the bucket.
With 9, as you see Williams blow up that screen right there. Yeah, that time Gibbons able to get around it, and so that's what you got to try to do. It's not easy.
But you see what that does is they haven't even made a pass into their offense, and it's down to 7, now 6. That's what the press does.
Iowa, but he can give you something offensively too off the bench.
Well, great offensive rebound. And Pickford had a groin injury, so did not play. Played it only once.
Run away with this thing. Crowd is buzzing from Brown, even touches it. Up, Jackson blocked. Musius with the denial.
Thompson stripped, taken by LaRavia. LaRavia, he gets knocked to the floor.
Basically an open middle right now, so you're seeing a lot of back cuts and trying to move this defense, then attack it. Great pick and roll. What a block.
Great block by LaRavia, and here he comes. All of a sudden, a little more pace, a little more zip for Wake at the offensive end.
Funny how when you make a stop, your offense gets better. At least that's what coaches say. But I think they may be right. Throw hesitation on both those threes from Damari Monsanto.
And maybe he is the spark that Wake has been desperately looking for today. Good defense now.
So right now it's back-to-back three-pointers. Helms denied there by LaRavia.
Talked about Williams in the transfer report.
There's Matt Cross into the game for Louisville. Way off the mark from 3 with his first touch. He has not played in.
Banchero, that's a chance for another assist. Good defense in the post by Wake Forest against Mark Williams. I think LaRavia might have gotten a hand on it.
Yeah, to be able to stay out, bother the shot.
Gets back to him after Sam set the screen. Nice pass inside, better block. LaRavia rejects the shot from the line for LaRavia.
Evans, such a stabilizing presence, but he swatted this time. LaRavia, dangerous behind the back save under the Seminoles.
All right, by the way, Dan.
Very
Gerard.
active defensively. Have been the Orange.
Couldn't finish on the drive. Williamson out of there with it for the Deacs. Catch and shoot
Through their athleticism to beat other teams, and because of how quickly they play and how many points they can put up, Grant said that this game has got to be won in the 60s or the 70s, that if Wake is a repair, the lead is now 10 for Wake. They've scored 10 unanswered, and that streak comes to an end. The 7-footer post.
Galloway, pretty good look from 3, just in and out.
Biggest problem for Boston College has been staff. Walton from the corner, the 3, no.
Both guys really a non-factor in that first half, but I think it's more important for this guy at the line to get going for Boston College.
Well, just splitting the double, getting to the rim, and ultimately getting
the last 8 minutes. He still has 2 fouls, so this is not because of foul trouble. This is because Hubert Davis wants to get a look at 5 guys that he told us. And that DeVoe three way off. Another chance, and no good. Howard, the putback, and we get a foul on Witt. They haven't had that from both. Here's a turnover, numbers for the Yellow Jackets. Sturdivant blocked at the rim. Usher able to clean it up. LaRavia got a piece, and we get another held ball.
LaRavia, his progress impeded. Hildreth lost the handle. It's a 2-on-1. Beekman to the rim. LaRavia got a piece of it. LaRavia with the big time.
Here comes Williams. Game, we'll try and get an update as soon as we can on Trevor Keels. Duke in control, though, leading by 20.
10 to shoot for Buddy. Behind the back. LaRavia, pretty good contain, got a piece of it.
Good tough defense by Jake LaRavia, and you see from the run-up.
Cameron Fletcher now into the game. The first time in the ball game that Florida State is not playing with a 7-footer on the floor. Mills misses inside, and Walton saves it.
Wake Forest, they want to get up and down, put more points on the board, but Louisville wants to be able to slow teams down, but still get out of transition, score their own buckets.
LaRavia went up against Williams here in the second half. Pretty good defense there by LaRavia, swatting it out of bounds on the drive from.
Great job getting in the paint. Just didn't finish.
Cross lane dish. Marsh blocks the Robinson shot. Beg your pardon, it was LaRavia.
Ooh, got away with a little push there.
Herky jerky possession, and ends in a 2 for sure.
They're doing so many things impressively. The ball never touched the floor.
And we've seen some good passing from this team. Blocked by LaRavia, and it was a real special scene. There's video footage posted on Wake's social media account. Great defense by LaRavia there. Dan Hildreth, great ball player, played in the